No long intros today. People are saying that J. Cole fell off with the fall off. Well, that's why you got breakdown channels like this. We are finally going to dive into this album, put it under the microscope. This is part one. We're going to start with disc 1, 29. So without further ado, let's dive into it.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina.
Hey.
Can you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the shine?
I was like, country music to start a J. Cole album? But hey, J. Cole is from Carolina. Carolina hosts a lot of country music. This song is fitting.
Ain't it just like a friend of mine? She hit me from behind. Guess I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Karen sees the silver sun. You best walk her away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing now. Crying. Ain't I gone to Carolina in my mind?
Whew. Wow, that's a chilling intro. You talk about a misdirection. And for me, the 29 intro, I've seen people comment and saying that this represents J. Cole being 29, going back home to Fayetteville. And this song is very fitting, reflecting on going back to North Carolina. And you can see how that may reflect J. Cole's sentiment and mentality. And obviously the country music just puts you in this false sense of security. It feels softer. It feels more lighthearted. You feel the conversations going. It sounds like old friends catching up, connecting. And I love how the conversations just kind of bounce like all over the mix. Like you feel like you're in the room with them. And then all of a sudden the reality hits, right? The reality of Fayetteville. The reality of what J. Cole came out of what he scraped through. And you hear the shots fired and you hear the violence. And then there's just like the little talk that I think is really dope towards the end here when like you could just hear the tone starting to shift a little bit. Like it's like you're at a party outside and someone just sees a car sat wrong. And then you just have that one comment. But by the time everybody catches on and realizes, it's almost too late.
A silver tear appearing now. Crying. Ain't I
White car.
gone to Carolina?
Right? Then they start looking at it like, hang on, that doesn't look right. And then the car peels off. Wow. That's a chilling set the tone intro.
26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild. 26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild,
Whoa.
bitch. 26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild.
If I wasn't rapping, bitch, I might just be the president. Please, with the begging us, you're dwindling your relevance. We know your shit is dropping. We ain't copping what you selling us. Bitch, you was good in school. Why you hiding your intelligence? I remember you was getting A's. Now you failing us. Playing hard for the white boys that can't tell a diff. Caught a lot of bodies, so my closet, it got skeletons. Don't believe me, call your favorite rapper for the evidence. Rolls Royce, please don't say these rappers no more colonists. They unoriginal, and plus I know they don't be budgeting. Coming, boy, I'm sunning them. They know I'm really one of them. 2-6, lot of screws loose with my brother in them. He got a speech impediment from choppers, he be cuddling. He say he like the way that shit be stuttering. When I'm in the city, bitches screaming out my government. When I'm in the city, bitches screaming outcast, but I was never cast out. I'm a small fish from a pond where they crash out. Slim eyes for a nigga getting to this cash route. Like a rat bitch going plat without an ass out. When you see your nigga on the boulevard, roll your window down, holler from afar. If you spot a real nigga like your car, it's a real good chance he's a 26 niggas wild, bitch. 26 niggas wild.
I love this video. I love just the framing, the shots, the artistry of it. J. Cole in more of just his laid-back, stoic monk period with his delivery and style. But I tell you what, man, there's some pockets here. There's some bars on top of this.
26 niggas wild. 26 niggas wild, bitch.
Obviously the 2-6, and you just hear just that gritty 808 underneath. Like I'm here, and I'm ready to start knocking. And then once everything kicks in, like it just gets elevated to a whole nother level. But this artistic shot, right? The stairs going down and kind of like fading off into the distance. But for me, like, look how it's almost like spherical, almost like staring at the edge of the world in a sense. And everything just blurs out like that black and white shot. That is a dope ass shot right there. And then you just see the red birds fly. The red standing out.
26
If I wasn't rapping, bitch, I might just be the president.
Hey.
Please, with the beggingness, you're dwindling your relevance.
He's just got that very laid back, almost devil may care flow, right? And for me, that sets up a really nice cadence change and a nice flow switch when he goes more into an aggressive tack mode. But like right here, just this drop down pocket. And obviously like please, like you're copping plea deals versus like please and you're begging, P-L-E-A-S-E. And also if you're syllable counting, he's got a nice just 2-syllable scheme all the way through this bar into the 3-syllable end rhyme. If I wasn't rapping, then I might just be the president. And then he ends on the 3 syllables. That's just a nice syllable counting pattern just to hold that meter and then ride it out at the end.
Rapping, bitch, I might just be the president. Please, with the beggingness, you're dwindling your relevance. We know
Please, with the beggingness, you're dwindling your relevance. It's almost like he's taking just those final words, those final rhyme words. Relevance. 1, 2, 3. And he's just kind of speeding through it, but for me, he's keeping it very peppered. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, relevance. Like the most that he accentuates is the final word of the bar, is that final rhyme scheme. So it's like a laid back delivery, right? Sort of drop down bass your delivery. And what he does is he gets more staccato and peppers more of the end of the bar. And then he comes back to kind of just let that smooth wave and then peppers again. Smooth wave, peppers again.
your shit is dropping. We ain't copping what you selling us. Bitch, you was good in school. Why you hiding your intelligence? I remember you was getting A's. Now you failing us. Playing hard for the white boy.
I remember when you was getting A's. Now you failing us. Right? You're getting A's on the test. Now you're failing all tests versus you're failing your people. And then the way that he says that is really dope because you're playing hard. We know that you're intelligent. Why are you hiding this? Why are you moving in this way? You're acting felonious. You're acting like a convict.
I remember you was getting A's. Now you failing us.
Who's he talking about there? Who are you talking about, Cole? Because I know a number of artists that have graduated from college that are very intelligent in how they move, and then they present the street imagery. They present the more thuggish lifestyle. I wonder if he has someone specific that he has in the scope there when he's talking about.
Playing hard for the white boys that can't tell the difference. Caught a lot of
Playing hard for the white boys that can't tell the difference, man.
A's. Now you failing us. Playing hard.
I'm taking shots today.
For the white boys that can't tell the difference. Caught a lot of bodies, so my closet it got skeletons.
Man.
Don't believe me, call your favorite rapper for the evidence. Rolls Royce, please don't say.
Don't believe me, call your favorite rapper for the evidence. Rolls Royce, like right there. I love how he just brings you in right before that bass really starts knocking and it starts running. And then he gets more aggressive with the delivery and then he rises up with it. So like bring it in on that, just that one bar and then kick it all back out. Just dope change up here.
Got skeletons. Don't believe me, call your favorite rapper for the evidence. Rolls Royce, please don't say.
My closet got skeletons. I'm stacking bodies of MCs. Don't believe me. For those who tried to gatekeep Cole, who tried to say, hey, he can't talk his shit. He's talking his shit on this one.
Skeletons. Don't believe me, call your favorite rapper for the evidence. Rolls Royce, please don't sell these rappers no more colorness. They unoriginal. And plus I know they don't be budgeting.
Hey.
When I'm sunning them, they know I'm
They unoriginal. Everybody's getting a Rolls Royce Cullinan and bragging about it in their raps, man. Don't be a copycat.
They unoriginal. And plus I know they don't be budgeting. Coming when I'm sunning them, they know I'm really one of them. 2-6, lot of screws loose with my brother in them.
No, I'm really one of them. 2-6. And then he comes back down to more of that laid back, drippier delivery, right? Again, just very nice variables in the cadence.
They know I'm really one of them. 2-6, lot of screws loose with my brother in them. He got a speech.
With my brother in them. That's a nod to JID. That's a nod to Jitty song.
I'm really one of them. 2-6, lot of screws loose with my brother in them. He got a speech impediment from choppers. He be cuddling. He say he like the way that shit be stuttering. When I'm in the city.
That was smooth. Right? The choppers, he's got a speech impediment, so he starts to stutter versus the way the chopper moves, and then they show the chopper firing off, right? Stuttering off because he's so connected to his gun.
He be cuddling. He say he like the way that shit be stuttering. When I'm in the city, bitches screaming out my government. When I'm in the city,
screaming out my government name.
Screaming. Jermaine! Outcast. I was.
Hey. He previewed this, right? As soon as that hey dropped in, I was like, hang on. Cole teased this before we finally get the full track.
Never cast out. I'm a small fish from a pond where they crash out. Cast. I was never cast out. I'm a small fish from a pond where they crash out. Slim.
Outcast, but I was never cast out. Being an outcast standing out. I wonder if that's a little nod. Obviously one of the greatest rap groups of all time, Outkast. And then beyond that, he flips it into being a small fish because he's just from Fayetteville at the end of the day, right? Cast out like you're casting a line versus casting someone out. So even though he stood out It was never because he was forced into that mode. He chose that path. I think that's the difference that he wants to show.
Eyes for a nigga getting to this cash route like a rap bitch going plat without a slim. Eyes for a nigga getting to this cash route like a rap bitch going plat without an ass out.
Slim odds getting to the cash route. So he plays off a slim like a rap bitch with her ass out, right? Need to have a thick ass versus slim to that, just the way that he sets up that bar. But it goes even further with the shots fired.
Nigga getting to this cash route like a rap bitch going plat without an ass out.
Ooh, there's a critique from Cole, a critique of females in the industry. And Cole pointing out that in the industry, in order for female MCs to make it, it's not about the bars, it's about the sexuality. It's about the sexualization. Ooh, some people gonna feel away about that one.
Nigga getting to this cash route like a rap bitch going plat without an ass out. When you see your nigga on the boulevard, roll your window down, holler from afar. If you spot a bill nigga like your car, it's a real good chance he's a 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild bitch.
I'm guessing that 2-6, is that jail code? It's gotta be code for Fayetteville.
2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild. Bitch, I be long.
See, in PG, we go off of the, we tend to go off of the phone codes. We go 240 or 301. But he's going 2-6, so it's not a phone code.
2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild, 2-6 niggas wild bitch, 2-6 niggas wild.
I just realized, take that shit to trial, bitch. Take that shit to trial. Yeah, it's the last Mr. Big. That's trial time. That's that sample cut.
Bitch, I be low on purpose. Big hoodie, double XL. Niggas be saying I'm humble as hell. Not knowing I'm bougie, I got standards, nigga.
Nice.
I damn near can't even stay at the Mandarin, nigga. That shit feel old to me. My cribs, they never get sold to me. Them bitches get built for me like cheerleaders. I'm stepping on these niggas skillfully. I don't want them to kill for me, and I don't want nobody getting killed for me. Nigga, that shit lame. Then again, I guess that's your lane. In the 90s was crack cocaine. Nowadays it's clout and fame. Niggas is gas, going viral off hating. Shit a disgrace. Y'all ain't even getting no bags. Y'all call them bags. My type of bags, they can't even fit in the bag. I'm the future of this rap shit, nigga. Fuck everything that I did in the past. I'm blowing that out the water. If the times get hard, I just go harder, nigga.
Man.
I say I just go harder, nigga.
Oh, I love how he really switched the flow up this second verse and went for more of a faster scheme, man.
Low on purpose, big. Bitch, I be low on purpose. Big hoodie, double XL. Nigga.
Big hoodie, double XL, like right there. I be low on purpose, pause. Big hoodie, and you kind of just like hold that out, right? You kind of like over accentuate that. And I love that because that lets you really set up if you want to go for more of a faster scattered scheme right after that. It just sits really nice in a pocket.
Bitch, I be low on purpose. Big hoodie, double XL. Niggas be saying I'm humble as hell. Not knowing I'm bougie, I got stand.
Who's that a shout out to? Who's that a shout out? Yeah. Paying homage right there, man.
Standards, nigga. I damn near can't even stay at the Mandarin, nigga. That shit feel old.
And obviously double XL, like the double XL magazine. But I love how he flips it. Because this is what we said of Cole for a long time when he's riding around on his bike. When he sat there, just in sweats, man. Cole's going, hang on, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted because I keep a low profile, because I keep it low key. I think he's showing you how he moves, really, right? Because of the violence that he's seen. He's not making himself a target in his streets, right? He's keeping it low key for a reason, because he's trying to position himself as moving intelligently. But don't get it twisted with his success. He still lives bougie. He still isn't afraid to show off his level of wealth and what he's achieved through his raps.
I'm bougie, I got standards, nigga. I damn near can't even stay at the Mandarin, nigga. That shit feel old to me. My cribs, they never get sold to me. Them bitches get built for me like cheerleaders.
Like that right there. My cribs never get sold to me. And then right there he speeds through the scheme again, but they get built for me. Right? I'm moving on more original shit. I'm not buying hand-me-downs. I'm not buying what somebody else has done. This is about me and my own foundations and construction. Smooth symbolism too.
Nigga, that shit feel old to me. My cribs, they never get sold to me. Them bitches get built for me like cheerleaders. I'm stepping on these niggas skillfully. I don't wanna
cheerleaders, I'm stepping on them like when you step on like shoulders of cheerleaders.
kill for me.
He's pressing them.
And I don't want nobody getting killed for me. Nigga, that shit lame. Then again, I
don't want nobody getting killed for me. Like he's just got, again, even though it's more of a marinated, smooth pocket, he just picks like certain syllables that he just speeds through and then he comes back out of it. Then he speeds through again, then he comes back out of it.
That's your lane. In the 90s was crack cocaine. Nowadays it's clout and fame. Niggas gas, going viral off hating. Shit a disgrace.
We changed the crack cocaine and the crack epidemic for a new type of drug. That drug is called clout. Cole's preaching again.
90s was crack cocaine. Nowadays it's clout and fame. Niggas is gas, going viral off hating. hating, shit a disgrace. Y'all ain't even getting no.
Oh, that was actually a nice flip playing off of the gas, like gassing someone up. They're gassed up.
Get sold to me, them bitches get built for me like cheerleaders. I'm stepping on these niggas skillfully. I don't want them to kill for me, and I don't want nobody getting killed for me, nigga. That's
I don't want him to kill for me. I don't want nobody getting killed for me. Like, this is Cole speaking out on the violence that he's seen, right? I'm not about that lifestyle, and I've never tried to present that to you.
lane. Then again, I guess that's your lane. In the 90s.
Then again, I guess that's your lane, right? That's your lane, and then he leads into it later on with the gassed up. Car in a lane, gassed up, smooth flips her.
Was crack cocaine. Nowadays,
That's what we call scheming.
just clout and fame. Niggas is gas. Going viral off hating. Shit a disgrace. Y'all ain't even getting no bags. Y'all call them bags. My type of bags, they can't even fit in the bag. I'm the future of this rap shit. Nigga, fuck everything that I did in the past. I'm throwing that out the water. If the time's
I'm the future to the past, nice juxtaposition. Cole saying, listen, Cole, because this is his last album, but I'm the future. So there's an implication there. I'm still not going anywhere. But also my legacy cemented, and I can't help but feel like, again, this is addressing the apology. This is addressing the Kendrick and Drake situation. This is addressing all the people who are trying to tear him down right now. Fuck what I did in the past. Listen to the bars. Listen to the music. Think about the future.
bad. I'm the future of this rap shit. Nigga, fuck everything that I did in the past. I'm throwing that out the water. If the times get hard, I just go harder,
Nice.
nigga. I say I just go harder, nigga.
Hey, I love this representation, right, of the globe, because he's putting Fayetteville on the map, and I think you just see different versions of a young Jermaine, just grinding, working, trying to get there. Yeah. The immortal ocean. Yeah, it's about legacy.
When you see your nigga on the boulevard,
Hey,
roll your window down, holler from afar. If you spot a Ville nigga like your car, it's a real good chance he's a dog.
Remember how we started with everybody running out of the club? Then we show them going in right there.
The sky was covered by clouds like the color of the smoke. I couldn't see the sun, but I clung to a glimmer of hope. 1,000 miles from heaven and a block away from the slums, adjacent to the hood, just like the pointers to the thumbs. Some days I had to use them both for picking up them crumbs to place upon my tongue, knowing the hunger would not numb. Be careful of the devil and the melodies you hum, smiling, going viral while infecting all of the young. I was lost back then, I was blind, deaf, and dumb, but I knew I'd find me a way. Fell off and fell on my face, but I knew I'd find a way.
J. Cole coming through with the harmonies, man. I love just the mixture of the melodic raps and the singing as well. Hang on, there's just so many Easter eggs here. The fall off. Everything in this physical existence that has come to cherish will one day be stripped from him. The sooner he accepts this fact, the sooner he will find peace. Jermaine Cole. Wow, he's getting deep on this. Again, there's a lot of questions over his legacy that he's addressing. But for me, some shots fired too. Some real deeper shots at the industry. I don't think Cole likes the way a lot of, for me, it was the female MCs having to go platinum by the sexualization. And then there were definitely shots fired at MCs positioning themselves in the street lifestyle, and Cole going, no, I don't want people to kill for me. Whereas he's looking at MCs who glorify the violence. He's looking at MCs who move for the drama, move for the clicks, move for the clout and the fame. And he's trying to let us know that that's never been his value system. That's never been the foundations that he's want to build his music on.
I couldn't see the sun, but I clung to a glimmer of hope. 1,000 miles from heaven and a block away from the slums, adjacent to the hood, just like the pointers to the thumbs.
Adjacent to the hood, and then he uses that to show how he picks up crumbs. So that sets it up, like, because they're close to each other. And that was his come up and his growing up. But I can't help but wonder, like that? We going Crips as well, just like a little smooth bar, just showing like gangs and how close that is. Could be.
Some days I had to use them both for picking
Like the hood here.
up them crumbs to place upon my tongue, knowing the hunger would not numb. Be careful of the devil and the melodies you hum.
That's it. Be careful of the devil and the melodies you hum. Be careful of the music that you celebrate and glorify, the messages.
Smiling, going viral while infecting all of the young.
Smiling, going viral while infecting all the young. Yeah, that's where, to me, he's talking deeper and giving more of an industry critique.
I was lost back then, I was blind, deaf, and dumb, but I knew I'd find me a way. Fell off and fell on my face.
Fell off and fell on my face. Nice play off of the fall off. And you see just like this hero shot here. But I love the movement of the clouds because he painted that illustration of the clouds being like smoke. And you had that illustration too. Remember when I talked about the disappearing like into the clouds? That was playing off of these lyrics as well.
Knew I'd find a way.
Dope video. See if there's any other Easter eggs. I enjoyed that. I love the visuals, the artistry of that music video. For me, J. Cole just showing his bag again, right? Just showing some smooth pockets, some nice switch ups, some nice cadence bends. The wordplay, always on point. It's always airtight, man. Like this man is a true high-level MC. Already old school boom bap. Come on.
I say pay from bus road, throw your hands up. It's that red boulevard, Portland. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. I say Kane Road, Utah, throw your hands up. Funny you slow and tight, yeah. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. Yeah, yo Jermaine, what's the word?
That was pretty dope. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. And he's got more of a melodic delivery. But just underneath in the mix, I heard like more of a yelled, aggressive rap delivery. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. Just a nice way just to add again. I'm telling you, the layer stacking of the harmonies that Jermaine is doing throughout this album, man. Smooth. Nice layers.
Yeah. Yo, Jermaine, what's the word? I got a new number, delete that old one. By now, I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to sit some. It's nothing, no, I did longer biz. This was a quick one. I never hit you cause I know niggas be playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style, it'll never be. To me,
Nice
you'll always
flow.
be my dog, not a celebrity. And plus, you did enough. Wide me bands way back when it was rough. Last night when it was dusk, ran in the chisel at Cross Creek. You know how he be moving like he in a rush. Told him come through to the crib over in Haymount Hills. We sat in my living room where then we lit a Dutch. I ain't even know that he smoked like that. Drank a few beers, it's been years since we joked like that. Yo, I seen Brina on the gram, she don't post like that, but both she still bad.
Hey.
One of the baddest bitches the field had. A lot of these hoes falling off, and it's real sad how time can rob us of our best days. As we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg, save for rainy days. But anyways, what's up? I thought about you, holla at me, I would love to catch up. I know you busy, but you in my prayers, God bless you in your affairs. Stay aware, cause real niggas is red, dog. Say Westside Clips, throw your hands up.
J. Cole is a great storyteller. J. Cole is a great story. I'm getting Stan vibes from this. And just the way that this is kind of lettered to Cole, except it's not a fan that's writing to him. It's one of his old homies. Love the setup for this.
When income's low.
He's very good at just putting his mind frame into someone else's perspective and then writing from that perspective. We got that with the Pac and Biggie track as well on this.
I got jammed up and had to sit. Nigga, when you coming home. Yeah. Yo, Jermaine, what's the word? I got a new number, delete that old one. By now, I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to.
By now, I'm sure you must have heard, like right there. Just kind of like that old school rapper's delivery. When you really just hit like that one syllable, you hold it out and you pepper that like in between the percussion and the drum line.
Sit some, it's nothing, no, I did longer biz.
Just really have it sit in the space of the beat.
I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to sit some. It's nothing, no, I did longer biz. This was a quick one. I never hit you cause I know niggas be playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style.
Playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. Like right there, that just little gear change and flow switch, that was nice, man.
Niggas be playing victim, begging you
And it comes out of the two-syllable scheme.
for big sums of dough when income's low.
So he stays on that two-syllable actually. Victim, big sums of dough. And then he adds two more words to turn it from a two-syllable rhyme scheme that he was really hitting, really punching into a four-syllable scheme. It's nice.
That ain't my style, it'll never be. To me, you'll always be my big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style,
Yeah.
it'll never be. To me, you'll always be my dog, not a celebrity. And plus, you did enough. Wide me bands way back when it was rough. Last night when it was dusk, ran in the chisel at Cross Creek. You
So just nice little moments. Obviously, this piano is cold. You hear a little bit of the sax coming in as well. And then there were some strings. Like, there's just these little moments. Like, after he delivers his lines, you have just these little production elements that just, like, flicker in and then come back out.
How he be moving like he in a rush. Told him come through to the crib over in Haymount Hills. We sat in my living room with
Strings right there off to the side. That was nice.
then we lit a Dutch. I ain't even know that he smoked like that. Drank a few beers. It's been years since we joked like that. Yo, I seen Brina on the gram. She don't post like that, but both
Brina on the gram. Why am I trying to think of a Sabrina? I feel like he's talked about a Sabrina before, and it's all coming back around again.
she's still bad. One of the baddest bitches the field had. A lot of these hoes falling off, and it's real sad how time can rob us of our best days as we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg. Save for
How time can rob us of our best days as we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg. I just love the way that he paints that picture of poverty. That picture of, because that's the biggest thing, right? When you're poor, you know the biggest thing that you want, that you just honestly can't put a price tag on, but unfortunately you do put a price tag on it because you're working 2-3 jobs just to get by, just survive. It's time. Time. When you have money, even when you're middle class, you have the luxury of time. Time is the most priceless commodity in our world.
rainy days. But anyways, what's up? I thought about you. Holla at me. I would love to catch up. I know you busy, but you in my prayers. God bless you and your affairs. Stay aware, cause real niggas is red, dog. Say west side.
Stay aware, cause real, rare, like right there when it just hits in. I love how the beat just changes up and just hits to accentuate his just pepper delivery, man. Nice.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. You know how it's like stacked, almost like a crowd chanting? That again gives it sort of that old school boom bap style for me. It's like a very callback, right? NYC vibes on this.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. Hey, boy, what's going on? I feel no way when you don't respond, dog. I know your heart and I know I bond. I know a lot is on your plate and more is on your mind. But still, I hit you time to time when you crossing mine. I heard that Big Maul died and no, I couldn't tell you the cause. I know fentanyl's been leaving brothers cross-eyed and things. Can't tell what's killing more niggas. Drugs are crossfire. When moms cry, it's a shame. As of late, I've seen an uptick in motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent. So I don't care to hang out. These younger niggas even quicker than I was to bang out. Oh shit, forgot to say I got a daughter now. Here's a picture, she's starting to look more like a father now. When she cries, her mama put on your songs to calm her down. It's wild how just the sound of your voice, it brought a smile. Dog, I'm proud, you made it out of this bitch. Few things are better when a nigga from the bottom get rich. Although I'm sure it brings its own set of problems. Most of the city love you, though a couple seem jealous of your stardom. Like, what's up with old buddy that's making songs about you? Was about to punish some vicious, but then I thought about you and what you would say. Might tell me to chill, but he violating for real. Let me know when you coming back to the field, dog.
Hey. I wonder where this is going, man. I can't help but feel a little tension, a little anxiety, right? Just like Eminem's saying, that third verse brought things around full circle. Just knowing Cole, I wonder what's coming in the third right now. But again, just great storytelling, right? Giving perspective of Cole being away from home, of one of his homies, because this is a great representation of fame, of Cole achieving his dreams, but also what happens at home. Because it's not like life stops just because Cole is gone, right? And this is a great way to highlight those who don't make it out, those who aren't so lucky.
Heard that Big Maul died and no, I couldn't tell you the cause. I know fentanyl's been leaving brothers cross-eyed and things.
Fentanyl, North Carolina, man. That's where my cousin is from. And unfortunately, you guys know the story. I've talked about it multiple times, and it just is something that hurts my heart. Losing him to fentanyl.
Ain't tell what's killing more niggas. Drugs are crossfire. When moms cry, it's a shame. As of late, I've seen an uptick in motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent. So I don't care to hang.
Processions are for the negligent. I love the way that he just like puts that together. Just poetic, but tragic at the same time. Like these motorcades. It's a funeral motorcade in this case, not a presidential one.
Motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent.
The negligent. For those who succumbed, unfortunately, to their addictions.
So I don't care to hang out. These younger niggas even quicker than I was to bang out. Oh shit, forgot to say I got a daughter now. Here's a picture, she's starting to look more like a father now. When
nice.
She cries, her mama put on your songs to calm her down. It's wild how just the sound of your voice, it brought a smile.
Hey.
Dog, I'm proud, you made it out of this bitch. Few things are better when a nigga from the bottom get rich. Although I'm sure
out of this bitch. Bottom get rich. Nice multi there.
Brings its own set of problems. Most of the city love you, though a couple seem jealous of your stardom. Like, what's up with old buddy that's making songs about you? Was about to punish some vicious, but then I thought about you and what.
I heard about this. I heard about the local artist who was dissing Cole and went and pissed on 2014 Forest Hill Drives. Like, went and pissed on his old home and was talking mad ish about him.
Would say, might tell me to
Comment down below. I want to remember his name.
chill, but he violating for real. Let me know when you coming back to the field, dog. Say.
Let me know when you coming back to the Ville, dog. Like, again, you notice how like the production just has that punchy moment right there before it kicks in with the chorus one more time.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
This album, man, it really is feeling, as I start to get more of the picture of this album, like a letter to Fayetteville. You know, it's a great representation of his story and his biography and his life and the lives of those around him.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
Yo, hit me back when you get the chance. So many of our peers passed away through the years. My appreciation for airs in my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed last night from medical conditions that were too advanced. For doctors to intervene, they couldn't do a thing. They say he dwindled away until his size was that of a figurine. It seemed just like a mystery. Some say it was acquired immune deficiency syndrome. We been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet. But that changed soon as he went to college. Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types. Dick in the booty types, tight pants, switching their hips, painting their nails. So niggas from the Ville had to distance ourselves. He felt the way. Remember, he was beefing with me. That's when he moved to the A, I guess, so he could be free. But years later, I heard they seen him walking on Bragg at 2 a.m. with a lace front, dressing in drag. I shook my head, but still I began to feel bad. It's like his lifestyle was blocking all the love that we had. We turned our backs on him. Some of us called him a nah, times changed. I know that's wrong. Now that we grown, I wish I could apologize, cause we did him wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too. Last summer, a lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out, bearing bad news infused with what I'm thinking about. Here go the obituary. And just in case there's a program attached that gives you the time and place, it's that funeral home off the Merc, the one adjacent to that used car lot where I copped that Ford Escape. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family to see your face. If you can make it home, the viewing is on Thursday, funeral on Friday. By plane or by highway, you're safe.
You're safe.
I safe.
So it did have a twist at the end. And it didn't have a lyrical twist, just a sonic twist. Not as dark as I thought it was going to, but Cole gets in the car. Cole makes the big decision to finally come back home for the death of one of his homies. Let's bring it back and just break this down. But I'll tell you what, man, like the smooth, little bit of jazz infused into that. Like this album compared to his mixtape. I understand some people critiquing the album because they were expecting more of the mixtape feel. But like, I think once you get past that and you just realize it's not going to be like the super impassioned delivery. It's not going to be like the, that type of energy. This is a different energy that Cole wants to give us. Cole is more low key. I feel like this aligns more with Cole's soul, right? He's just giving you some of these just more melodic, more soulful cuts. But it's not like the rapping isn't there. It's not like the storytelling isn't there. It's not like the MCing isn't there. Like every track that I've heard so far, I've legitimately enjoyed. And I've appreciated the artistry of it. This is good so far. There's some good cuts on this. Let's break this down.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
Yo, hit me back when you get the chance. So many of our peers passed away through the years. My appreciation.
I love how you just hear like the frequency off on one side of the mix and then it just bounces to the other like you're tuning in on the old radio dials.
For airs in my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed.
And for me, it just represents like taking us back to this time period for Cole.
Peers passed away through the years. My appreciation for airs and my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed last night from medical conditions that were too advanced. For doctors to intervene, they couldn't do a thing. They say he dwindled away until his size was that of a figurine. It seemed just like a mystery. Some say it was acquired immune deficiency syndrome. We been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet. But that
been knowing what team he acknowledged. Since kids, he lived in the closet. And you can also understand, right? When you talk about a street culture, you even talk about within rap itself. It's very survival of the fittest. And I get it. But it's very masculine. It can be very machismo at times. Even old diss records, even diss records to this day, like clowning someone for being gay, right? There is still those shades within rap, but within the culture itself, right? So you can understand, like I love the way that J. Cole paints his picture and portrays this, right? Because you can understand this friend of his who unfortunately passed away from AIDS, right? From going on, partying, going to college, getting linked in sexually, and unfortunately, what ended up happening to him. But for me, like, why was he in the closet? Why did he stay that way? And even from the lens of his friend who's speaking on this to Cole, speaking about how they kind of clowned him, how they felt like there was a distance, all because of his sexuality. And again, if you think about just the societal influences, you think about the influences around at the time, especially, going back in time, I feel like we're still advancing as a society, but we still have a ways to go when it comes to homosexuality, when it comes to the way in which that culture is painted. And there's roots of it in hip hop too. It's really, this is an important verse from Cole for me.
See syndrome, we been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet. But that changed soon as he went to college. Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types, dick in the booty types, tight pants.
Even right there when he says running with fruity types, right? Like just that simple statement also goes to show the connotations, goes to show some of the language that's used, goes to show the way in which that lifestyle of being gay is viewed in the street.
Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types, dick in the booty types, tight pants, switching their hips, painting their nails. So niggas from the Ville had to distance ourselves. He felt the way.
From the Ville had to distance ourselves from him. See? That's key. Just that picture painted.
Remember, he was beefing with me. That's when he moved to the A, I guess, so he could be free. But years
moved to the A, moved to Atlanta.
Later, I heard they seen him walking on Bragg at 2 a.m. with a lace front, dressing in drag. I shook my head, but still I began to feel bad. It's like his lifestyle was blocking all the love that we had. We turned our backs on him.
It's like his lifestyle, and here's that self-acknowledgement and kind of that breaking of the fourth wall, right? And acknowledging previous wrongs with the opinions that he was holding of him. Times change. Right there it is, the F word. And the F word has been used a lot in hip hop.
And all the love that we had, we turned our backs on them. Some of us called them times change. I know that's wrong. Now that we grown, I wish I could apologize because we did them wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your.
I wish I would have apologized because we did them wrong. Like for me, like again, that's not the full story of what's happening here, but that's an important story and just an important illustration that J. Cole highlighted in that third verse. Love it.
Apologize because we did them wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too. Last summer, a lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out.
Filthy. This bothered me. This bothered me on my 2-6 breakdown. When I paused it and he showed the album cover from Bomb Shelter. And I just couldn't remember it was Bomb Shelter. Because I remember J. Cole interview talking about how they used to mentor him, right? How he looked up to them and how hugely influential they were. So for him, this is a huge funeral, obviously, losing one of his old mentors and just like including this because he included that little Easter egg in 2-6 in the music video. And now you get it here on this track in this cut.
I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too. Last summer, a lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out, bearing bad news infused with what I'm thinking about. Here go the obituary. And just in case there's a program attached that gives you the time and place, it's that funeral home off the Merc. The one adjacent to that used car lot where I copped that Ford Escape. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family.
I think there's an interesting, just like, seems like a throwaway line where I copped that Ford Escape. But for me, I don't know, it goes a little deeper, like, because you talk about escapism, you talk about feeling trapped and wanting to escape, surrounded by this violence. And J. Cole did escape, whereas his homie couldn't escape. So the only way he could is by copping like a Ford Escape and driving around feeling like he has his moment to escape. In his moment to pretend that things are different.
Time and place is that funeral home off the Merc, the one adjacent to the.
But it's really an interesting look, and I know this track is entitled Survivor's Guilt, and I know J. Cole isn't expressing that, but I can't help but feel like there's shades of that here. When J. Cole looks back and he paints a picture through the letters of his friend, you know, and they reflect and they have these memories, but you can't say that they're all good memories. And thinking about J. Cole's still alive, his homie's still here, but they've lost so many. And so many, the brutal reality is, haven't made it. You know, there's one thing. I said earlier that you couldn't put a price tag on time. You also can't put a price tag on just your health and your life. And that ties in with time, isn't it? Time on this earth.
That used car lot where I cop that for the skate. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family to see your face. If you can make it home, the viewing is on Thursday, funeral on Friday, by plane or by highway, you're safe.
And that theme of safety, right? Because feeling like he's coming back and he's got a target on his back, and he talks about why he keeps a low profile, right? And you see the violence in Fayetteville. And yet it's important for his homie to remind him, hey, you know, you're fine if you want to come through. You have that safety. You have that assurance. But is he ever truly safe? That's the big question.
I safe.
And then when he go, all right, like bet, like we go bet a lot. All right, safe. Nice flip on that. That's a really good storytelling track. That's another very technical cut. But J. Cole is a great illustrator, man. Great rhyme writer. I'm loving it. Smooth. Knowing Cole, I figured this album was going to have some soulful cuts, just have that vibe.
Fuck do you know about my passion?
Hey.
Fuck do you know about my pain? Fuck do you know about my struggle?
That's Future.
Fuck do you know about your
Already got a Future feature on this.
They say the Lord's timing is divine, and I walk with him, so that explains mine. Cold deep down, you may find all that pain creates a strange bond. Slums connected like the drums in a bass line.
Hey.
Petrified of death and poverty, I chase mine. Like breathalyzer tests, I'm trying to walk a straight line. Meditating for a better state in my deranged mind, till I saw the Buddha pose and realized he throwing gang signs. I guess the lesson is you can't escape crime. Even when the strays flying, I remain calm. Vietnam, you my heart, but at the same time, if I'm being honest, I can feel that flame dying. So I'm riding through the city streets, reaching for a memory to.
You know how we talk about patterns and rhyme schemes. And I'm a huge fan of when a rapper can take, you know, just a compound scheme and carry it all the way through. And we had this on Diss 2 track 2. And Cole just did it here in this first verse. Had a nice, just very smooth. I know not a longer scheme, more of a simpler 2-syllable scheme, but it's very nice how we carried it all the way through here. Let's break down some of these bars as well.
Fuck do you know about my struggle?
Fuck do you know about my passion? He's got that boo. He's got like that bass line. Just that bumping type of delivery and flow pocket right there from Future. I love that.
Fuck do you know about your man?
They say the Lord's timing is divine, and I walk with him, so that explains mine. Cold deep down, you may find all that pain creates a strange bond. Slums
may find strange bond. Just the way that he slant rhymes bond into that, but it goes A-on. That's the pattern. That is just gonna find different slant rhymes or straight rhymes for it. It's smooth all the way through.
Cold deep down, you may find all that pain creates a strange bond. Slums connected like the drums in a bass line.
I just like that beat bar right there. Slums connected like the drums in a bass line. And you got that internal slums, drums, and then he goes back out to the external 2-syllable scheme.
Pain creates a strange bond. Slums connected like the drums in a bass line. Petrified of death and poverty, I chase mine. Like breathalyzer tests, I'm trying to walk a straight line.
That's just a great bar. And for me, this is what Cole excels at so well. He has just these bars telling you about his come up. right? What he saw in the streets, what he saw with poverty. But he's so good at just flipping them into punchlines. Like when you blow a breathalyzer test because you're probably getting tested for drunk driving, right? And you're just hoping if you do a field test that you can walk in a straight line and not get locked up, right? So he's trying to walk the idiom of a straight line and not get himself in trouble versus breathalyzer, straight line, smooth bar already.
The death and poverty, I chase mine. Like breathalyzer tests, I'm trying to walk a straight line. Meditating for a better state in my deranged mind. Till I saw
Meditating for a better state in my deranged mind. Deranged mind. Again, so he takes deranged, but then he takes that A sound off of deranged and uses that for that 2-syllable scheme, and then he goes back to the internal right before that, right?
Test, I'm trying to walk a straight line. Meditating for a better state in my deranged mind. Till I saw the Buddha pose and realized he throwing gang signs. I guess the lesson is you
Thinking about that one. Yo, I'm not gonna throw a gang sign up on this, but that was actually a pretty crazy bar, because you think about the Buddha like making the peace and then throwing it sideways into a gang sign, like even peace can turn the wrong way even if you have the best intentions. Another great bar from Cole on this.
till I saw the Buddha pose and realized he throwing gang signs. I guess the lesson is you can't escape crime. Even when the strays flying, I remain calm.
Man.
Vietnam, you
Strays flying, remain calm. See again? You know what I'm talking about with this 2-pattern scheme? It's very nice. And sometimes he just saves it for the end bar. Other times he condenses it a little bit and he just starts having fun with the flow.
escape crime. Even when the strays flying, I remain calm. Vietnam, you my heart, but at the same time, if I'm being honest, I can feel that flame dying.
Man.
So I'm
Calls Fayetteville, Vietnam, just because of the conflict and what he's seen.
If I'm being honest, I can feel that flame dying. So I'm riding through the city streets, reaching for a memory to hang on.
That's a very kind of abstract line at the end there. I can feel the flame dying, because you could take that in a number of ways. Because he's titled this album The Fall Off. This is supposed to be his last album. So is he talking about his own personal flame, or is he talking about like the death that he sees? Or is he talking about he feels like the heartbeat of his city and that flame is dying?
Through the city streets, reaching for a memory to hang on. Going backwards like a penalty to see a younger me, but that day's gone.
Bar.
Wild times looking up at cloud 9, how high can Jermaine climb? Remember when they ain't respond when you hollering? Funny how a few dollars can change minds.
Hey.
Fuck do you know?
No, we ain't letting that get away. Funny how a few dollars can change minds, because you're making change dollars versus literally changing and switching up your mind, and then before that moving backwards, because he's reflecting like he did on Diss 2 track 2 versus when you get a penalty you gotta back up 10 yards.
Funny how a few dollars can change minds.
Fuck do you know about my
Did you hear that little just that little soulful cut underneath that I talked about in the production earlier?
Funny how a few dollars can change minds.
Nice depth there.
Fuck do you know about my passion? Fuck do you know about my pain? Fuck do you know about my struggle? Fuck do you know about Jermaine? 10 toes is down on the pain. Umbrellas don't stop no rain. Niggas they die every day. Fuck the world, let's run a train.
Since I was a pipsqueak,
Hey,
lean on survival.
fuck the world, let's run a train. Little sexual scheme there. But yeah, middle fingers up to the world. Let's just run a train through it and get reckless, right? And keep going. For me, what was really dope is that Future had this bop, 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 bop. So very staccato, very pattern, peppered delivery. And what Cole did was he had a nice little just contrast to that in juxtaposition, where he had that smoother la da just singing underneath of that. So he's got like the smoother, more fluid harmony. And then over top of that, Future's just bop, 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 bop. That was nice. That was nice musicality.
Fuck the world, let's run a train.
Since I was a pipsqueak, lean on survival instincts on back streets where they tearing up hearts like them guys in NSYNC. Codeine and they soda, dirty popping, plus how the ends meet. Was serving rock on deserted blocks, trying to cause a frenzy to profit quickly. I'm passing by, my pockets empty, trying to make a legal dollar seem harder than God and Wimby.
Hey.
When you're hardly 6 feet tall, if somehow I could ball, I better work hard on my handles, cause niggas gon' try to rip me. Don't wanna RIP, but if I leave, no God to lift me. I'd rather sit inside a Bentley and be the owner like providing kidneys. I know the love does not extend deep. I choose my homies wisely, seen too many die from friends beef.
Hey.
Big dreams to change the world back when I ride a 10-speed. Youthful delusion, thinking through music I couldn't grieve. When too many bodies get piled up in these rivals' histories. So stopping this violence is like bringing the guys a strip piece. So
So I'm riding through the city streets, reaching for a
On some more really dope bars. Let's bring it back and break this one down. Those you saying, Cole can't rap about being the best. Well, he's not doing it here, right? He's just giving you more of that sort of Nas-esque vibes, you know? This is why Cole Penn let Nas down. This is why he always looked up to and idolized Nas. I get those vibes here of just observing, right? And taking that storytelling and that illustrative ability and just using that through the art and the music to paint pictures.
Pipsqueak, lean on survival.
Fuck the ride, let's run a train.
Since I was a pipsqueak, lean on survival instincts. On back streets where they tearing up hearts like them guys in NSYNC. Codeine and they
Tearing, I never thought I'd hear an NSYNC bar. It's J. Cole. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. That's right, right? Did I get that right? I think I did. NSYNC, tearing up my heart, right? And then on Backstreets, right? In the hood on these Backstreets versus the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. What in the 90s pop bars are we getting here?
sold a dirty poppin' plus how the ends meet.
And then sold the dirty pop, right? So then he's flipping the street schemes and the drug schemes versus NSYNC had a song, Dirty Pop.
We're serving rock on deserted blocks, trying to cause a frenzy to profit quickly. I'm passing by, my pockets empty, trying to make a legal dollar seem harder than God and Wimby when you're hardly 6 feet tall.
Trying to make a legal dollar, right? Because so many people turn to drugs. So many people turn to crime. And that's the only way that they can make money. That's the only opportunities that they have. That's a really just, again, it's raw. It's unapologetic. It gives you the picture. I love it.
It's empty, trying to make a legal dollar seem harder than God and Wimby.
And obviously Wimby is, wait, hang on. I paused it too soon.
Hardly 6 feet tall.
That finishes it. When you're hardly 6 feet tall. Because Wimby's what, like 7'5"? Man can post you up, he can shoot, he can drive, he can dribble, he can do everything. You can't cover Wimby.
It's empty, trying to make a legal dollar seem harder than God and Wimby when you're hardly 6 feet tall. If somehow I could ball, I better work hard on my handles, cause niggas gon' try to rip me. Don't
Work hard on my handles, right? How I handle business, my handles in these streets. Versus when you can dribble, you got good handles, right? So I gotta work hard on my handles, and he did work hard on his handles because he was trying to make it playing ball as well as rapping.
wanna RIP, but if I
And then they want to rip me, and he flips it into rip, R.I.P., rest in peace. They want to rip me in a different sense and end my life versus rip the ball off of me with my handles. Smooth basketball scheme.
I better work hard on my handles, cause niggas gon' try to rip me. Don't wanna RIP, but if I
And again, we call that a scheme because if you think about the Wemby line before that, like he set that up and then he stays within that pocket, within that scheme to continue punchlining.
I better work hard on my handles, cause niggas gon' try to rip me. Don't wanna RIP, but if I leave, no gotta lift me. I'd rather sit inside a Bentley and be the owner like providing kidneys. I know the love does not
Sit inside a Bentley and be the owner. Instead of saying like the with the TH, he takes that T sound and leans it into a D sound so you can get away with saying it like donor, a kidney donor versus the owner of the Bentley. Smooth bar.
extend deep. I choose my homies wisely, seen too many die from friends beef. Big dreams to change the world back when I
Choose my homies wisely. Seen too many die from friends beef. I can see the internet running going, oh, wait, who's he talking about there? Is that the Drake and Kendrick beef? Nah. I don't think so there. I think Cole is just giving you that picture of what he's seen in Vietnam, as he puts it.
I choose my homies wisely, seen too many die from friends beef. Big dreams to change the world back when I ride a 10-speed.
Hey.
Youthful delusion, thinking through music, I couldn't grieve.
Youthful delusion, thinking through muse. See right there? Ooh to the ooh to the ooh to the ooh. Love just that super condensed internal pattern before he kicks it back out to the 2-syllable external rhyme scheme.
Change the world back when I ride a 10-speed. Youthful delusion, thinking through music, I couldn't grieve. When too many bodies get piled up in these rivals'
10-speed and grief, and notice again, he's staying. Like that first verse, he was on that 2-syllable pattern, and then back to the second verse, still staying on a nice 2-syllable pattern.
history. So stopping this violence is like bringing the guys a strip piece.
So I'm riding through the city streets, reaching for a memory.
I mean, how long has the conflict been going on now? Trying to bring the Gaza Strip peace. And people want Cole to start using this platform more to speak on social issues again. Well, here's a bar for you. Here's a line for you. And a nod and a flip to Fayetteville and where he's from as well. Never see an end to the conflict, unfortunately.
So I'm riding through the city streets, reaching for a memory to hang on. Going backwards like a penalty to see a younger me, but that day's gone. Wild times looking up at cloud 9, how high can Jermaine climb?
Hey,
Remember
very
when
high.
you ain't respond when you hollering. Funny how a few dollars can change minds.
Fuck do you know about my passion? Fuck do you know about my pain? Fuck do you know about my struggle? Fuck do you
Yeah, I like that technique. There's that sample. You know how I talked about that soul? That sample was just teased underneath. Finally comes out at the end with that nice, just gritty, muddy piano. And then Future 2, fuck the world, let's run a train. And then come down with it. Fuck the world, let's run a train. Just love that juxtaposed cadence, man. That was smooth. I'll tell you what, very soulful cut, very airtight, nice rhyming, nice rapping. Love the illustrations. Gave me some of those Nas vibes. If this is a preview, if this is what the whole album is like, we're good. We're good. I'm not worried about all the hate right now. Everybody going, this is mid. This is one of the worst albums he's ever dropped. Welcome to the overreaction of the internet, where it happens, especially with the divisiveness of everything going on right now. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to get that first rage-baiting slam dunk take of J. Cole. That's also why I got this channel, to enjoy the breakdowns.
Young Puss playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain. Poor thing. Young Puss playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Picture my soul climbing out an infinite hole. When niggas die over pride and live for the dough. If I survive, then I'll strive to hit with the flow. Hoping these waves are paid, but the ripples are slow. And I'm conflicted with no digits to show. But fantasies of frivolous hoes gripping this pole. The temperature's low. But you know that ain't stopping little nigga from sliding like the tides on the whip in the snow. Vicious for show. Tiptoeing around the abyss with sticks blowing. Piss pole with intentions to glimpse the wrist glowing. Face tense from rent owing. Fists clench when niggas diss, but since knowing lives expire when niggas' pride gets high in the vocal range inside the rise vocal chain. My road to fame is right with spikes and broken lanes and tolls I can't afford, but I won't complain. I know the more I gotta struggle is the more I gain. Post-traumatic stress on an immature brain leaves another corpse. Young pup playing war games. Now he's handcuffed. Old lady saying poor thing, poor thing. Young pups playing war games.
There's something about just these more soulful samples and cuts, right, to the production. And obviously, I hear that consistency throughout this album, right? I hear more of that just, there's a little bit more sort of low-key vibes to it, right? It's sort of taking you to a different place, transporting you away. There's more atmosphere to it. And J. Cole, on this track especially, really choosing instead to go like more harmonic. He starts with more of the harmonic sing-song and delivery, but then once the verse hits, the verse clips in and he goes straight into a more aggressive attack mode style that really stands out against a beat like this.
Knowing lives expire when niggas' pride gets high.
Such a smooth, soulful cut on this, man.
Frivolous and live for the picture my soul climbing out of
war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Picture my soul climbing.
He wanted love, but it only made more pain. Man, I love that line.
Playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Picture my soul climbing out an infinite hole. When niggas die.
Picture my soul, infinite hole. Just right there. I know it doesn't fit exactly, but it's close enough to slant within the internal rhyme scheme. Nice.
Pride and live for the dough.
Live for the dough. And then he keeps going off the picture. Oh, live for the dough. See right there, he keeps punching it with the multi.
If I survive, then I strive to hit with the flow.
If I survive, then I strive. And then he adds a new rhyme scheme. Hit with the flow. And then he comes back to that multi.
Hoping these waves are paid, but the ripples are slow.
Waves paid. Again, internal. Ripples are slow. Comes back to that external. I'm telling you, man, like one of the best rhyme writers of our generation.
Survive, then I strive to hit with the flow. Hoping these waves are paid, but the ripples are slow. And I'm conflicted with no digits to show. But fantasies of frivolous hoes gripping this pole. The temperature's low. But you know that ain't stopping little nigga from sliding like the tides on the whip in the snow.
I just love that, right? The temperature's low, and it could be like he's not hot right now. He's not buzzing. He's trying to make it. And he's trying to make waves, but the ripples are slow. I love just that imagery. But also when you say like you're trying to make a wave, you're trying to get some movement, some momentum, but it's taking time to build. And then he starts to build off of his temperature, like his career being low right now versus like the wintertime, and then tires sliding outside on snow versus obviously sliding in the streets versus he sliding on this track right now.
But you know that ain't stopping little nigga from sliding like the tides on the whip in the snow. Vicious for show.
This is a very like sitting in theme with this disc, with 29, with still a hungry Cole, a Cole who wants to make it, painting this picture of like more of a come up style Cole.
Stopping little nigga for sliding like the tides on the whip in the snow. Vicious for show, tiptoeing around the abyss with sticks blowing. Piss pole with attentions to clips, the wrist glowing. Face tense from rent owing. Fist clip.
Man, that just flow switch right here in these rhymes. Woo!
Tides on the whip in the snow. Vicious for show,
Vish, just for show. So he goes back to the hard O sounds. Vish. And then right here, that's where he starts playing on this.
torn around the abyss.
Tip, toeing, right? Tip. So there we go. The I sounds back to the O.
With sticks blowing. Piss.
Sticks blowing. Piss, po. That was weird. Camera just cut out of nowhere. Anyways, keep it running.
Blowing. Piss pole with attentions to clips, the wrist glowing.
Piss, po, attentions, the wrist, the clips glowing. Like again, internal, external. It's a nice balancing, man.
Face tense from rent owing. Fist clench when niggas diss, but since knowing. Lines
It's clinch, diss, since knowing. Back again.
inspired when niggas pride gets high in the vocal range. Aside the rise vocal chain. My road to fame is
And that's why they diss. When the red sold, people getting jealous, people filled with pride. And then obviously we know Mariah Carey, she can hit some of those high notes. So I love just that double flip.
right with spikes and broken lanes and tolls I can't afford, but I won't complain. I know the more I gotta struggle is the more I gain.
Facts.
Post-traumatic stress on an immature brain leaves
Man.
another corpse, young pup playing.
Post-traumatic stress on an immature brain. Hell, I haven't even fully developed yet. And I'm dealing with all this trauma. I'm dealing with all this tragedy. I love the way he paints that picture.
I gain post-traumatic stress on an immature brain leaves another corpse, young pup playing war games. Now he's handcuffed, old lady saying poor thing, poor thing.
Man.
Young pups playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain, poor thing. Young pups playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
You wanna run your mouth? You want some gangsters, scratch your motherfucking out. We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. You wanna
Here go a song that gets some shit off on my
Was that a boozy cut? That was a boozy cut.
set this bitch off. Set this bitch off.
Hey, we got another southern cut and sample in this.
You wanna
Here go a song that gets some shit off on my sternum. This nigga back home been talking slick and I done heard him. You get your name gone, niggas like that gon' throw they dirt on. You make you some cons, niggas gon' act like you ain't earn them. He talk like he lied, but I remember him from high school. Man, deep down inside, know he a bitch, I wanna hurt him. I know that's my pride, I carry it just like a burden. When egos is flared, beware, that's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain.
Yo, hang on.
Been talking slick.
We took so first verse is more low key, right? He's talking about just surviving in the streets and how people could be and how people could just be influenced by that survival of the fittest mentality to diss when the rent is due, when they're struggling, when you're poor, just trying to make it out. And then you become a victim of that culture, of that lifestyle. Old ladies saying poor thing. But for me, that was preaching Cole. This is a different Cole in this second verse. This Cole sets it up. Wow, I love the way he frames that because it can apply to anyone. And then he takes it and applies it to a specific situation of someone who, hang on, is dissing him? Is this the 910 space? This is the 910 space. Who peed on his house? Who recorded that diss track? Hanging microphone in front of 2014 Forest Hills Drive? I think so.
you wanna run your mouth? You want some gangsters, scratch your motherfucking out. We'll
This was alluded to in Safety when his homie was talking about him too from Safety. So I love this connection.
set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. You wanna
Here go a song that gets some shit off on my sternum. This nigga back home been
Get some shit off my sternum. Nice just little flip for the rhyme scheme, but also just saying I'm getting shit off of my chest.
talking slick and I done heard him. You get your name gone, niggas like that gon' throw they dirt on. You make you some cons, niggas gon' act like you ain't earn them. He talk like he lied, but I remember him from high school, man, deep down.
Make you some coins. Act like you ain't earned them. I've been successful, and now you gonna act like I haven't earned this? Hang on. Damn, homie. At high school, you was a man, homie. Fuck happened to you? We just went wakes on him.
Cons, niggas gon' act like you ain't earn them. He talk like he lied, but I remember him from high school, man, deep down inside, know he a bitch, I wanna hurt him. I know that's my pride, I carry it just like a burden. When egos is flared, beware, that's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain. That's when they close your curtain.
me my fade. Come get your issue, no one gets sprayed. Win or you lose, let the fight another day. If I take a L, I won't feel no way.
Plenty nights a nigga didn't eat, punk, bitch. Rent old, damn it was on the street, punk, bitch. Won no Western Unions from you when I needed, punk, bitch. All of a sudden I'm buzzing, oh now it's beef, punk, bitch. Gonna pop off, give a fuck about your mystique, punk, bitch.
Ooh.
I knew you way before you was acting street, punk, bitch. Started rolling with niggas that's packing heat, punk, bitch. You more like me than them niggas, you still a geek, punk, bitch. You can't hide it with tattoos on your physique, punk, bitch. And that lingo you added, that how you speak, punk, bitch. And you grew up with both your parents to teach, punk, bitch. So how the fuck all of a sudden you turning G, punk, bitch? You a slave to the peer pressure, you weak, punk, bitch. You ain't claiming no real section, your street wasn't lit. Man, your shit look like mine with hella tree trunks, bitch. Moved to Forest Hill Drive and it was peace for a bit. Till domestic turned violent, then the key just switched. In the back of my mind, I gotta be something, bitch. That's when I started rhyming and making beats, some bitch. Way before you was lying about touching keys, some bitch. Heard you say I ain't real, that's your belief, huh, bitch? Well, look, I'm back in the Ville so we can see, punk, bitch. Gonna shoot me the fair when we meet, punk, bitch. And don't be bringing no hammers, I don't cheat, punk, bitch. I don't cheat, punk, bitch. Try to lean on.
Wow. We just got a completely different Cole. For those saying, oh, Cole apologized because he was scared. Cole didn't apologize because he was scared. This is Cole when he truly hates. This is Cole when he's truly upset. This is Cole showing you the side of Cole that you might get, that you could get in a diss track war. This is lethal. This has that grit. This has that spit on him, chew him out.
Punk, bitch. I knew you way before you was at the street, punk.
And he's still showing off his elite rhyme writing at the same time, man. With the nice little E to the E scheme on the inside. And he throws me off because he goes more smooth here, more melodic. Even though, like, obviously, like, he's having, like, fantasies of giving in to that violence, giving into that lifestyle. You hear the shots firing, but he does take his shots here in a second. And this definitely confirms it for me. This is definitely for 910 Space. This is definitely for that dude, right? Damn, homie, knew you back in high school. You was a geek like me. Why you acting all street now? Why you doing all this for imagery?
No one gets sprayed. Win or you lose, let the fight another day. If I take a L, I won't feel no way.
Plenty nights a nigga didn't eat, punk, bitch. Rent old, damn it was on the street, punk, bitch.
Man.
Won no Western Unions from you when I needed, punk, bitch. All of a sudden I'm buzzing, oh now it's beef, punk, bitch. Gonna pop off.
All of a sudden I'm buzzing. Now it's beef. There it is.
Give a fuck about your mystique, punk, bitch. I knew you way before you was at the street, punk, bitch. Started rolling with niggas that's packed.
I knew you way before you was acting street. This is personal.
And heat, punk, bitch. You more like me than them niggas. You still a geek, punk, bitch.
You more like me than them. Right? Don't play. This is the thing I've always loved about J. Cole. Like, he's an illustrator, right? And he paints the pictures of where he came from. He paints pictures of poverty. He paints pictures of Fayetteville so well in the streets. But he's also honest with himself and who he is. He's not running around talking like he's a gangster. He's never claimed to be a gangster, right? He's always transparent in how he views things and his lifestyle.
Can't hide it with tattoos on your physique, punk, bitch. And that lingo you added, that how you speak, punk, bitch. And you grew up with both your parents to teach, punk, bitch. So how the fuck all of a sudden you turning G, punk, bitch? You a slave to the peer pressure.
And Clarence, his real name's Clarence. Clarence's parents have a real nice marriage. He just went 8 Mile on him right there. You went to Clamberg. That's a private school. That's where you went. You had mommy and daddy teaching you lessons. You didn't come from a broken home like me, and now you're sitting here running around trying to talk thug.
Deep, punk, bitch. And that lingo you added, that how you speak, punk, bitch. And you grew up with both your parents to teach, punk, bitch. So how the fuck all of a sudden you turning G, punk, bitch?
Hey.
You a slave to the peer pressure, you weak, punk, bitch.
Now he's speaking to his soul right there. That line right there, that's no longer just disrespect and dissing. That's I'm gonna speak through you. I'm gonna just grab your soul and try to drop you some wisdom while I'm dissing you at the same time. You a slave to the peer pressure.
You ain't claiming no real section, your street wasn't lit. Man, your shit look like mine with hella tree trunks, bitch.
Your street look like mine with hella tree trunks. We looking more like the burbs out here. Why you talking this way?
Forest Hill Drive and it was peace for a bit. Till domestic turned violent, then the key just switched. In the back of my mind.
Moved to Forest Hill was peace for a bit, right? We came out of the broken homes in those situations. And that's when he talked about his mom getting remarried. And then he's got just a raw line here.
And it was peace for a bit. Till domestic turned violent, then the key just switched.
Till domestic turned violent, then a key just switched, right? Like the keys to the crib, domestic, everything was cool. But then you talk about domestic violence. And then when his stepdad and his mom had issues and he talked about the abuse that she was getting, that his brother was getting, that he was getting. And then his mom turned to addiction and turned to all that. But a key switched for him. So for me, that key could represent his mom falling to drug addiction. Also, just that key turning in his mind. And this is what drove him and gave him his grind to make it and truly get out.
Before still driving, it was peace for a bit. Till domestic turned violent, then the key just switched. In the back of my mind, I gotta be something, bitch. That's when
back of my mind, Forest Hill Drive, right? Be something, bitch. Key just switched. Like right there, I love again. Internal, back to externals.
I started rhyming and making beats, something, bitch. Way before you was lying.
Started rhyming, making beats, some bitch. It's nice.
About touching keys, some bitch. Heard you say I ain't real, that's your belief, huh, bitch? Well, look, I'm back in the Ville so we can see, punk, bitch. Gonna shoot me the fair one when we meet, punk, bitch. And don't be bringing no hammers, I don't cheat, punk, bitch.
You want to run a fade, then run a fade. But don't cheat. Don't bring any guns into it, right? Just bring it.
I don't cheat, punk, bitch. Try to lean on that shit, nigga. I want my fucking head up, bitch. Punk, real.
Wow.
Punk, bitch, poor thing. Young pups playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Now it flips, because I'm thinking of this hook being a young Cole, but now it all makes sense. Now he's talking about his up. Now he's talking about space, right? Poor thing. Looking down on him like, oh, what a poor thing. Wanted to be something. He's acting like he's playing war games, but really he's just playing games on the end of that. He's not really into true war.
Thing. Young pups playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain. Poor thing.
He wanted love. He wanted attention. He wanted clout. But now he's only making more pain for himself. Notice how it just all has a brand new connotation. Now knowing this last verse from Cole. Wow. I love when the track does that. Like it goes one way, has one meaning, and then as you get more context, it then just contributes to a different meaning and understanding of those lyrics.
War games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain. Pull out one pistol, rum in my face. Come get your issue, no one gets sprayed. Win or you lose, let the fight another day. And if I take a L, I won't feel no way. Cause I've been through worse of things.
Give me that little jazz at the end of this.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yo, what's good? Hey. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you been? Nah, fuck.
Who's he trying to rehearse for? He's trying to sound good for someone.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Huh. Wow, what a track. What a track. And that for me, that wasn't even a 10 from Cole. That was a pissed off Cole, but that wasn't even Cole unleashing all the venom. But it just goes to show his pen. It just goes to show what he's capable of. And again, this is what I truly think from that J. Cole and Kendrick situation, is that Cole just didn't feel that type of way. Truly. He didn't feel and see Kendrick as an op. Remember, they had a lot more history of collaborations, of speaking highly of each other, than they do of them going after each other, than them of friction. Versus Drake and Kendrick, who have a long-standing beef, a long-standing history of throwing shots, of side comments, of insults here and there. I just don't think J. Cole felt that type of way. And I think for J. Cole to truly enter into a battle and to truly throw direct shots and to be in this mode, you've got to truly piss him off and make him feel the type of way. I felt like that was just the environment, the people, the competition, the gaslighting, a lot of people just building him into that, a character that he's not. This is where J. Cole wants to diss. This is when J. Cole truly feels the type of way, when it's personal, when it's raw. And man, did he unleash on this.
I know you got a lot of demons clogging.
I was trying to figure out that cut, but I think that was actually J. Cole's voice. Sounded like J. Cole's rapping. Just filtered down in the mix.
I know you got a lot of demons clogging up your past. I can do some cleaning up for you, but I know we won't last past the winter time. Cause summer's coming and a nigga trying to hit a dime or two. But come next fall, I'm finding you and we can do it all again. My niggas call it legacy. A fear that the best days I've had are not ahead of me. And cause of that, I'm searching for the one that got away from me. So busy looking back that I can't see what God has made for me.
Wow.
And I be texting you.
My best days are not ahead of me. So now it's got me looking for the one that got away from me. Now I'm looking back on the past. I love that line, man. Really dope bar.
I can't see what God has made for me. And I be texting you. I'm trying to find the
They switch up, man.
not ahead of me. And cause of that, I'm searching for the one that got away from me.
Like for me, again, I can just hear the jazz infusions in this. And just some of those cuts and sampling that J. Cole is drawing inspiration from.
So busy looking back
But then we switch out of that into an acoustic guitar running blend. It's a dope switch.
that I can't see what God has made for me.
Right
And I
here.
be texting you.
Hey.
I'm trying to find the one who got away from me. Yeah, I'm still texting you. Hey, I'm trying to find the one who got away. Commitment issues, I can't even decide what's for dinner. Pardon me, selfish flows. I need a Yelp for hoes. I need to read reviews. Cause some of the evil that I seen you do is unbelievable. Menopause shit, inconceivable. Tennis ball shit, causing that racket outside my mama's house.
Hey.
What's it all about? Guess it's a thin line between love and hate. The love we make is temporary, like this lovely place I'm living in. Wait, that's contemporary. Never mind, I'm tripping in. But then again, it's hard to settle in this modern era. We could be as tight as that dress you barely fitting in. But my fear of missing out has got me on a trip again. Riding to that A-Town, tour bus, no Greyhound. My lust is profound, your trust just breaks down. Your heart don't glue back, quiet right. My heart is too black, like white flight to push them people to the suburbs. Now they want their city back, so they raise the rent and the property tax. Why I feel like in a few years I'll relate to that. Knowing I let you go and regretting that fact. Cause I done spent so long playing games and holding back from giving all of me, too scared that I won't get it back. And yes, I'm well aware I rhyme the word back with back, cause that's exactly the direction that I'm tired of looking at. And that's why I be texting you.
Man, he's got so many just airtight verses for me. Like just very solid rapping throughout this album.
Place I'm living in. Tennis ball shit, causing that rack. I need a Yelp for home issues.
I mean, what more do you people want? If you don't like the vibe of the album, because obviously, like we've talked about, I think the problem is that he dropped the mixtape, and the mixtape was kind of one direction and one energy. And the album's just been a completely different energy. And I guess people were expecting him to stay like the mixtape, but like, once you get used to the vibe and you adjust, it's not like he's lacking with his pen. It's not like he's not giving you those solid J. Cole verses that you would expect. I mean, what more do you want? This man is MCing at a high level continuously.
Yeah, I'm still texting you.
And he's smoothing it out. I like the singing. I like the singing Cole and switching it up. Like, artists shouldn't just stay in the same lane. They should continue to push, continue to experiment, continue to elevate.
Hey, I'm trying to find the who got away. Commitment issues, I can't even decide what's for dinner.
Commitment issues, I can't even decide what's for dinner. Like right there when he just goes a little bit faster. I talked about this before, like same bar, how you kind of like pick up the gear and then kind of bring it back out of it. I can't even decide what's for dinner. And like, I can't even decide. I love how he goes, I can't, very staccato. And there's like a half pause and then the even decide goes faster. And then he kind of comes back out of it. Again, it's not just like one speed into a second speed into a third. It's the speed and then the breath control and then where to choose to like accentuate and punctuate it and where to leave like sort of a half measure, a half breath, and then to come back in with it. Like it's very advanced flows, man. I love it.
Commitment issues, I can't even decide what's for dinner. Pardon these selfish flows, I need a Yelp for hoes. I need to
Pardon these selfish flows. And like right there, he holds out the O for flows after going with a little bit faster on pardon these selfish flows. I love how he just like, again, because you expect him to keep running through after that last bar. So like it's not the same speed and the same dynamic as the last bar that he had. He's not matching metric for metric. Like he goes one metric, one kind of speed change and switch up, and then he has it here, but then he comes completely out of it, holds out the flows, and then he comes back in.
Read reviews, cause some of the evil that I seen you do is unbelievable. Menopause shit, inconceivable, tennis ball shit.
And he needs a Yelp for hoes. He needs to start checking reviews because he's been done dirty. But menopause, it's unconceivable because after you hit menopause, you can't conceive anymore. You can't have a child versus I can't even conceive this. I can't think about it. It's unconceivable, the evil shit I've seen you do. You ain't getting 5 stars from me.
Seen you do is unbelievable.
And then even like men will pause. Menopause versus menopause. The pause. They need to take a moment to conceive this.
Menopause shit, inconceivable, tennis ball shit, causing that racket outside my mama house.
Tennis ball rackets versus causing that racket, R-A-C-K-E-T, that racket that yelling outside my mama's crib.
What's it all about? Guess it's a thin line between love and hate. The love we make is temporary, like this lovely place I'm living in. Wait, that's contemporary. Hey. Never mind, I'm tripping.
Temporary, like this lovely place that I'm living in, because it's full of like contemporary art. It's got a contemporary design.
But then again, it's hard to settle in this modern era. And
then he talks about like contemporary versus modern, contemporary, modern, like synonyms for each other, but also like arts, movements, eras that we're in. I just love the way he's flipping like the love, the relationship, the space that he's in with the literal space he's in.
Be as tight as that dress you barely fitting in, but my fear of missing out has got me on a trip again. Riding to that A-town, tour bus, no Greyhound. My lust is profound, your trust just breaks down, your heart don't.
I'm gonna give him a bar. I don't know if it is one. My fear missing out has got me on a trip again because she's still a miss. Right? M-I-S-S, because she's not married, because he's got commitment issues, and then he's on a trip again to see other girls.
Tour bus, no Greyhound. My lust is profound. Your trust just breaks down. Your heart don't glue.
My lust is profound. Your trust breaks down, because I'm obviously on the road now. I'm obviously seeing other girls.
Back, quiet right. My heart is too black, like white flight to push them people to the suburbs. Now they want their city back, so they raise the rent and the property tax.
So they want their city back. So they raise the rent and the property tax. Right? White flight to the suburbs. White people moving out of the inner cities. Moving out because it was getting it was getting too black for them. But I love how he has a gentrification bar because I made my own song, Gentrify the City. And this is an issue I've been speaking out on in DC for so long. And what's happening with gentrification that you're seeing is you're losing the richness of the go-go culture of DC. Like spots I used to go to, I used to come up listening to, I used to go party at, like being one of the only white boys there. But man, it's such a beautiful movement and music and culture of go-go and just the richness and heritage of DC that's just getting completely boxed out right now. Like DC is crazy to live in. Gentrification is everywhere. And you have just some of these corrupt construction companies that are forcing families out, that are taking very shady tactics, that are in the back pockets with councils. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent here, but I love J. Cole having some gentrification bars. I wish more artists would speak up about gentrification within rap, within hip hop. Nipsey Hussle was one of those. Rest in peace to him. He was all about gentrification, but giving it back to local businesses, giving it back to the black community.
The suburbs, now they want their city back, so they raise the rent and the property tax. Why I feel like in a few years I relate to that.
And I love J. Cole's just like his honesty. His raw transparency, like lines like this for me, like how can you say J. Cole isn't being authentic to who he is? Like even him having a line like that, like it might sound off. Like I might relate to that. I might be the one moving out to the suburbs. I might be the one with all this money complaining about crime, complaining about the situation around me.
Raise the rent and the property tax. Why I feel like in a few years I relate to that. Knowing I let you go and regretting that fact. Cause I done spent so long playing games and holding back. From giving all of me, too scared that I won't get it back. And yes, I'm well aware I rhyme the word back with back. Cause that's exactly the direction that I'm tired of looking at.
And I love that. I love that just self-acknowledgement. Yes, I rhyme the same word twice. A big taboo, a big no-no for lyrical MCs. But I did it for a reason. Because that's the direction I'm always looking right now. I'm on this road, but I keep looking in that rearview mirror. The theme of this is regret.
That's why I be texting you. I'm trying to find the one who got away from me. Texting you. Hey.
It's a nice play off of the idiom, you know, the one that got away. Just making a song personifying it.
I'm trying to find the who got away. Yeah. Rolling around in Lincoln Town, cars on our way to the stop, passing a bottle. Wishing I found a way to make time stop and intoxicated. Run over gangsters with their hammers on cock, I'm infatuated. Cause I know deep down today everything that I'm not. And I'm still texting you.
Hey.
And I be texting you. Coming when you wanna fly.
This faster flow right here, man. This is a dope switch.
You texting you.
Again, you have like the smooth singing. And then these vibes, I love coming out of that, just going yet again into attack mode. Just that juxtaposition of how that flow sits. Rolling around and lick it town car. And even right there when he goes like town cars, he goes more harmonic, more back to the singing blend. But then he comes out of that into just the faster punctuation. Wishing I found a way to make time stop. Yeah, smooth, man. And again, there's that raw honesty. I see these gangsters rolling around with hammers cocked. Like, this is just what I grew up in. But I'm infatuated because they're everything that I'm not. Like, this was a younger me looking at this, idolizing this, but also realizing that that's not a part of who I am and my identity. And for me, I don't think that we should underplay this and understate this. Like, this is J. Cole's authenticity to us, coming from a culture that really is survival of the fittest, coming from a culture where if you show weakness, well, that can literally be the death of you. And him not being afraid to show weakness and try to set an example and set a standard for others from his community, listening, being able to relate to this. Like, it takes courage to me. It takes bravery to be on this level. It's not just some, you know, getting deeper shit. There's another layer to this and level for me that I think people need to appreciate. I'm infatuated, cause I know deep down today everything that I'm not. And I'm still texting you. Just hit me back when you get this up. And I be texting you. Coming when you wanna fly, yeah. Tell you all the reasons why, yeah. Youngest turning into old, yeah. Summer's turning into snow, yeah. Memories and lullabies, yeah. Summer's turning into snow, like summer love in that youth. And as the seasons change and winter comes on and he starts thinking about legacy and looking back and reflecting, that's nice symbolism. Floating in a lonely sky, yeah. When the weather's getting cold, yeah. You're the one I wanna hold, yeah. Even back then, we knew what wrong to choose. There's been so much time and there's that much more to lose. Even back then, we knew what's wrong to choose. There's been so much time and there's that much more to lose. I'll tell you, there's an interesting duality to that track, an interesting parallel. Because for me, on one hand, you do have reflections of J. Cole's own legacy as he thinks about his hip-hop career. And he thinks about that love and that past and what he once was and thinking about that legacy. And he's always looking back. So I think there's a little bit of a nod to that throughout this, through the lyricism. And then also, you start thinking about just your legacy as a man. You start thinking about wanting to have kids, wanting to have a family. You start thinking about how you're going to leave your mark on this earth. And then you have that legacy of wanting to look back and finding the one that got away. Yeah, that was smooth, man. And nice blends for me of the just more melodic singing and then coming out with some of the faster rap gears, some of those stop-start flows, right? For me, just those pockets just sitting against each other, but also living and coexisting in a dope harmony. I like that, Cole. Like lo-fi late night driving vibes.
All of y'all niggas is pussy, you shoot at the ops and run from the cops, and I don't get it. I ain't suggesting you fire your weapon at 12, but hell, why in the fuck do we fail? The niggas that's looking like us, that deserve to be killed. Meanwhile, Capitol Hill been making it easy for them them to go stuffers and sales. I ain't no preacher for real, I just like to cut on the mic and start letting it spill. And I've been leaving a trail, you play all my albums and find you a letter reveal. This is suicide note, come here, look what I wrote. I'm about to kill myself, fuck J. Cole. I don't even want this role, wanna rebuild myself. Tuck my pole under the driver's seat. Nigga, don't try to reach, I bust a hole right in your frontal lobe. That's a lobotomy 2 months ago. I was on Bunce Road, nigga done spotted me, said what's up Cole? Nigga, I love you, Bo. He said he proud of me, that touched my soul.
Wasn't too long ago that I was over here at 71st Middle. Had my very first little girlfriend that'll let me get a feel or two. Back then it was considerable, enough to avoid the ridicule. But come another year or two.
Boy, you better be fucking on something my mama ain't never even.
Man, I'll tell you what. I love how, again, it was kind of spaced out. Right? Like I said, you had just like lo-fi late night driving vibes. And then Cole, straight into attack mode with the raps. It just like wakes you up. It's like an alarm clock on the flows, man. I'll tell you what. Like he is just in a rap bag on this album. Like really showing off the eliteness of his pen. His flow is nasty.
All of y'all niggas is pussy. You shoot at the ops and run from the cops. And I don't get it.
It's pussy. You shoot at the ops and run from the cops. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Like right there. Like he's used that a few times now. I've heard that pattern. I really like when he just sits in this pocket. Right? For me, because he's so good at going faster on schemes, slowing down schemes. Like he's just kind of mastered the art of like when to speed through syllables, when to like just marinate them, like just changing gears. I talk about gear shifts often, like going from 6 to 4 to 2. And he does this all the time on each and every verse. So dynamically, meter-wise, it's so interesting because he's constantly switching up what he accentuates. He's constantly switching up what he chooses, like to pattern in, to hit high, to kind of drop down, to use his cadence, to just switch the meters. It's so dope, man.
All of y'all niggas is pussy. You shoot at the ops and run from the cops. And I don't get it. I ain't suggesting you fire your weapon at 12, but hell, why in the fuck do we fail? The niggas that's looking like us that deserve to be killed. Meanwhile,
J. Cole speaking out right there, right? I'm not saying go shoot at the cops. But y'all are pussy because y'all are running from 12 and yet you sit here and it's black on black crime. And he's making a greater statement. And listen, his stance has always remained consistent on the violence. And J. Cole wanting to bring peace and wanting to empower. And I love that message right here.
Capitol Hill been making it easy for them. We fail. The niggas that's looking like us that deserve to be killed. Meanwhile, Capitol Hill been making it easy for them to go stuffers and sales. I ain't no.
Meanwhile, Capitol Hill. 3 strikes and you're outlaws, baby. Right? Making it so much easier to overpopulate the prison system. The prison system is a business. Prison system is run by capitalism. Listen, that's a deep dive for another day. People saying, oh, J. Cole's not political anymore. J. Cole doesn't speak up on anything. There you go. You wanted the content.
Deserve to be killed. Meanwhile, Capitol Hill been making it easy for them to go stuffers and sales. I ain't no preacher for real. I just like to cut on the mic and start letting it spill. And
I ain't no preacher for real. Like right there. I ain't no preacher. Like right there, he says preacher just a little bit faster. That's what I mean about just like kind of different gears within the same bar. I ain't no preacher for real. And then he kind of like goes a little bit faster out of the preacher for, and then the real. He just makes sure that he hits that because it's got that L sound. He just holds out. I ain't no preacher for real. Nice little just again. This is advanced flows. This is like advanced metering.
Even a trail, you play on my albums and find you a letter reveal. This is
find you a letter reveal. Like right there. Letter just comes a little bit faster, and he's still like he's very just like ping pong and bouncing within this pocket right now. Find you a letter reveal.
Suicide note, come here, look what I wrote. Trail, you play on my albums and find you a letter reveal. This is suicide note, come here, look what I wrote. I'm about to kill myself, fuck J. Cole.
Man.
I don't even want this role, wanna rebuild myself.
I love that line. This is a suicide note. That's a smooth scheme because it's a letter revealed. He talks about the letters that he's penning on these tracks, right? And then he sets it up with the punches like, this is a suicide note. And he's killing himself. And you go, hang on, that's kind of shocking. But then he explains it. Then he expands on it. Because I'm rebuilding. I'm resurrecting like a phoenix.
I'm about to kill myself, fuck J. Cole. I don't even want this role, wanna rebuild myself. Tuck my pole under the driver's seat. Nigga, don't try to reach, I bust a hole right in your frontal lobe. That's a lobotomy 2 months ago. I was on
right here is when he really starts having fun with the internal, the hard O sounds on the internal rhymes. Then he bounces out.
Wanna rebuild myself, tuck my pole under the driver's seat. Nigga, don't try to
tuck my pole under the driver's seat.
Reach, I bust a hole right in your
bust a hole, frontal lobe. That's a lobotomy, and then he kicks it back out, and that's a smooth busting a hole in your frontal lobe lobotomy scheme. Come on.
Frontal lobe, that's a lobotomy 2 months ago. I was on Bunce Road, nigga done spotted me, said what's
months ago, Bunce Row. spotted me. So he goes internal, back out to the external again.
Up cold, nigga, I love you, Bo. He said he proud of me, that touched my soul.
Wasn't too long ago that I was over here at 71st Middle. Had my very first little girlfriend that'll let me get a feel or two. Back then it was considerable, enough to avoid the ridicule. But come another year or two.
Boy, you better be fucking on something. My mama ain't never even give me no rubbers. Papa.
He had a sexual scheme right there, and then come another year or two, like COME versus a sexual come.
Come another year or two.
Boy, you better be fucking on something. My mama ain't never even give me no rubbers. Papa was gone. How to put Trojan on was something I had to discover all on my own. Y'all know the song. I probably been singing this shit for too long. Pardon me if I've been sounding like some broken record. I come from the brokers of home.
Oh, what a line at the end. If I sound like a broken record, like I'm repeating myself, it's because I come from the brokest of homes. Man, I love that flip right there. Like literally, the home is broken, the family structure is broken versus just being poor, just being broke. And then before that, shout out to Wet Dreams, man. J. Cole, one of his classics, 2014, Forest Hill Drives. And one of his just first iconic storytelling tracks right there. Nice little nod to that, to his discography.
All on my own. Y'all know the song.
I probably been singing this shit for too long.
Pardon me if I've been
Y'all know the song. I've probably been singing this shit for too long. Like right there again. You know what I mean? Just about these drippy flows, like certain syllables, he just kind of combines, speeds through, then he slows it back down.
sounding like some broken record. I come from the brokers of home.
Sound like a broken record, I come from the brokest of homes. He's really mastered this flow pocket, man. He was even doing it on the last album too. Like when I really started to pick up and tune in on this Cole pattern.
From the brokers of home.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets that I grew up in. I didn't think the same.
You did not just do what I think. Did you just go Usher Raymond in here? 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. I got a real pretty thing that's waiting for me. I pull up, anticipate it. All right, I can't sing, but I tell you what, that was a classic Usher song, man. When he was, music video was In the Rain, baby.
Cruising the streets that I grew up in. I didn't think the same back then. Saying, oh, how we changed, man, nigga, that's when. The pistols go pop, bodies drop, they got the block.
No,
it's
he
the
didn't.
Police, we ain't seen nothing. I just roll up my weed and get the puffin'.
Yo, he just like Weird Al, like almost parodied, Usher's song, right? Still staying in that pocket, but then he flipped it. He flipped it more for the streets. Future giving that talk, man.
Nothing. I just roll up my weed and get the puffin'.
Hey.
And lay back in my seat, oh yes, I'm numb again.
Everything's like with the keys, with the synths, everything's just like super spacey. And again, just like those lo-fi vibes, man. It's cold hip hop. But for me, what I love is like the percussion just really like picks up the intensity and just gives it a little bit of that edge, right? The percussion just stands out to me with everything else going on in the mix. It just gives you a different time signature kick too.
Finding you lose when you choose to neglect the roots that we grew to protect us. The sun has been blinding lately. One day you find where your lights down. You always were a bright star to me, even the times the world didn't say so.
Hey.
1 in the morning, if the walls where you are talked with the fess up,
The walls where you talk with a fest up, like right there, like a little bit of like that rapper flow, just into more of that soulful, almost like R&B, man. Thames giving it to us right now.
scared of the tales they'll
Love her singing.
tell us.
And you were a star to me before he became a celebrity star versus you shining. Then she had the Sun Scheme earlier. Smooth, man.
Fess up. I'm scared of the tales they'll tell us. Much better if I ignore.
Steady, will you be around when I'm ready?
I love when he went steady there, how everything just steadied out. The percussion stopped kicking. They came back in.
When I'm ready, I'd rather you go and be happy, but I don't wanna leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm steady.
Hey.
But love might be gone when you're ready. I should move on and be happy, but I don't wanna leave
Nice
you
note.
alone. Love is a
Man, Thames could serenade me all day. That ooh,
alone.
was a nice note.
Love is a mountain climb for you. Throw you a line, I could pull you. Scared I wouldn't grasp for long, but my hold is strong for you. How many ways must I profess? Gunshots in your head die for me. Hey, how can I let you go? Have mercy.
What a dynamic. What a play back and forth. Like this sort of duet between J. Cole and Thames. And then before that, just having Future with another completely different dynamic change. Going Usher on us. Wow, this is a really interesting track.
For me.
Just sonically. We've just been all over the board so far. And it's not like huge production shifts. Sonically, it's happened just because of just the drastic changes in vocal delivery. Obviously, having two different features on this track, but then J. Cole going more to his singing bag, his serenading bag, just to match the level and the frequency of Thames.
Scared I wouldn't grasp for long, but my hold.
And nice singing, like about, you know, feeling like you want to be in love, but you can't take that step. And will you be ready? And you feel like you're committed, and yet love is a mountain climb. And what are you willing to sacrifice? And I think Cole was kind of playing the antithesis of that, right? Not being willing to make that sacrifice just yet. Hang on, let's go back and appreciate the lyricism.
Steady. Will you be around when I'm ready?
Yeah, will you be around when I'm ready? Right there.
I'd rather you go and be happy, but I don't wanna leave you alone.
Yeah,
And that's how toxic relationships are created.
I'm steady, but love might be gone when you're ready. I should move on and be happy,
I should move on and be happy. Love will be gone. Will it be when I'm ready?
but I don't wanna leave you alone.
Yeah. It's kind of a beautiful sentiment, like being connected, but it's just like not the right timing, not working out.
Love is a mountain climb for you. Throw you a line, I could pull you. Scared I wouldn't grasp for long, but my hold is strong for you.
I just love that singing style. Scared I wouldn't crash for long. Like again, just like speeding up. Like remember I talked about sort of the gear shifts? Thames is doing that with the singing right now. Really dope.
How many ways must I profess?
Huh. And then you just hear the little J. Cole ad-libs. Just like reminding us of his presence and almost this dynamic of this sort of conversation. And we're just a fly on the wall for it.
Shots in your head die for me. Hey, how can I let you go? Have mercy. It's broken. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in. Have mercy. It's broken. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in. I'm handcuffed. I'm roped in.
Ooh. Strings at the end are beautiful. Tempo switch up, go halftime here. Slow it down. It was really dope too. Like you just heard like noises, like being outside. And it's called Bunch Road Blues. So I'm guessing that's like a nod to one of his streets in Fayetteville, right? Probably where he grew up. No, he was Forest Hills, right? So probably nearby. But right here, it almost sounds like kids on a playground. People just out in the street, just like that sound folio, but just like putting you outside right there in his neighborhood. And for me, there's an interesting dynamic here, especially when Thames sings, you know, I'm roped in, but I'm broken. And how did J. Cole end his first rapping verse? When he talked about sounding like a broken record, but I come from a broken home. And for me, I feel like the consistent theme in this, when he starts to turn it into more of like that sort of R&B song, but we're kind of singing the blues here, is that he came from a broken household. And for me, it's just a nice tie-in, because you think about that and how broken he is and kind of his reflections of why he feels he's not ready. Because how can he give a whole complete himself to another person when he feels like he's in pieces, and all that trauma that he's seen and all the situations that he's had to survive through, right? Leading him. Hurt people tend to hurt others. And I just love how that kind of comes back around full circle, because, you know, it's more of like a J. Cole kind of just like flexing, rap delivery, giving you some of those self-reflections, but then it just all of a sudden like switches gears out of Future. And then when Thames comes in, it just gets super deep. And for me, that deepness was there and the seeds were there, and then they bloom and they come to fruition later on. Yeah, I love that song, man. Like, production on that too. Woo, woo.
Ring, ring. Who the fuck is that? It's a nominal number, so you know what niggas at.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I love this piano sample, right? This is Can't Help But Love You, The Whispers. This has been used before. And J. Cole also previewed this snippet. But man, this is a cold piano.
Okay. Okay.
Who the fuck is you? 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 Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through.
Yeah. Shout out to Trillville. Some cut, man. What it is, ho? What's up? And I'll call. Oh, take me back, man. Another nod to Southern hip hop for Cole, man. Paying homage.
What it is, ho? 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 Come view the style of the unibrow Unabomber.
Hey.
Who maneuver through the drama with the suit of armor. Moving calmer than the Buddha, ducking funeral parlors. First the hootin' hollering, and then the shooting startup. Cue the saga, the root of order. Evil ain't the paper with the ego, but what people would do for dollars. Let off a troop of hollows from German Rugers, they used to do the honors. Congruent with shit that I do to rhymers. On Deuteronomy, ain't shit niggas can do but honor me. What I'm quoting is God's scope to come view the pottery. I blaze by graveyards and destitute economies. Full of thug bones for refusing to move in harmony. Drug trafficking, slugs blasting, we move accordingly. And run faster than blood travels through human arteries. We know exactly what it means when niggas show 9s, 22s, 4-5s. We study in numerology, nigga.
Woo.
What it is, ho? What it is, ho?
Woo, that's a cold verse, man. Cold world.
With the suit of armor, the style of the ho. What it is, ho? What it is, ho? Come view the style of the unibrow Unabomber.
I love that. J. Cole leading into it. He's got a little bit of a unibrow. The Unabomber, man. The male, the postal bomber. Ted Kaczynski. Come on now.
Who maneuver through the drama with the suit of armor.
Move through the drama. Suit of armor. Moving calmer. Like he's got a nice, armor that he keeps diving into, man. Like I said, like he loves to play off of these internal multis back to external, internal, external. He just keeps tapping in. Pick your rhymes, he'll flip them.
Armored in the Buddha, ducking funeral parlors. First the hootin' hollering, and then the shooting startup. Cue the
shooting startup, right? Hootin' hollering.
Saga, the root of order. Evil ain't the paper with the ego, but what people would do for dollars. Let off
the root of all evil. It ain't the paper with the eagle, right? It ain't the dollar. It's what people would do for the money. He's quoting Bible verses at us, right? It's not the root of all evil is money. It's the love of money. That's Timothy. Come on.
The root of order. Evil ain't the paper with the ego, but what people would do for dollars. Let off a troop of hollows from German Rugers, they used to do the honors.
Let off a troop of hollows of hollow tips.
With shit that I do to rhymers.
This is congruent with the shit that I do to rhymers, right? This is what I do. I bomb you on the track. I shoot through you. You want to go to war? I'll bring it.
From German Rugers, they used to do the honors. Congruent with shit that I do to rhymers. On Deuteronomy, ain't shit niggas can do but honor me. What I'm
Deuteronomy. I'm going Old Testament on your ass. Old Testament. which was less about forgiveness, more about these are the 10 commandments, follow these or burn in hell.
Shit that I do to rhymers on Deuteronomy. Ain't shit niggas can do but honor me. What I'm quoting is God's scope to computer pottery. I blaze by graveyards and destitute economies, full of thug bones.
I blaze by graveyards and destitute economies. I just love that line, man. That's such a more just intellectual. That's a cold line.
Computer pottery. I blaze by graveyards and destitute economies, full of thug bones for refusing to move in harmony.
Full of thug bones who refuse to move in harmony, right? Who can't move in harmony because they want conflict. Now they're 6 feet deep. Versus a nice little nod and shout out to Bone Thugs in Harmony. Come
Drug
on.
trafficking, slugs blasting, we move accordingly and run faster than blood travels through human arteries. We know exactly what it means when niggas show 9s, 22s, 45s. We study in numerology, nigga.
Just love that. All the different guns, right? And we study numerology. We know our numbers.
What it is, ho? 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 Bitch, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you?
Hey.
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Who the fuck is you? 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 Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga. Every bar is a part of the murder wrath. Call Peter, them people chopping a bird in half. Break it further down to whatever's gonna earn the math. Exchange pounds for dollars and never converted cash. Welcome to the South where they serving the dirt and grass. The streets ain't safe, I prefer the deserted path. Was walking with my Walkman one day when I heard a blast. Loud enough to shatter the earth in the thirds like gas. Hard ass, and my legs got to turning fast. Straight past the victim, he hobbling, hurting bad.
Hauled ass, straight past the victim. He moving fast. Just the way he's doing it, I can hear a little bit of classic Slim Shady influences on that storytelling.
And my legs got to turning fast. Straight past the victim, he hobbling, hurting bad. Heard way back he slick, tried to take half a brick. They say payback's a bitch, and I guess he incurred a tab. While they was mastering scales like they learning jazz, I was making sure they refer to my first and last name. Jermaine Cole with Hall of Fame flows. From Kane Road, what Kane sold on a dang low. Do anything for bankroll that you can't fold. But riding through the block is detectives in plain clothes. Which likely means soon you'll be singing familiar tunes in interrogation rooms, getting questioned by Zane Lowe. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the
Switch up.
Who the fuck? Yeah, you know who put this.
Oh, I love that switch. But I tell you what, man, he's 2 for 2 on these verses right now. These are some of my favorite verses from him on this album so far.
Out the way, it's a real nigga. Every bar is a part of the murder wrath. Call Peter, them people chopping a bird in half.
Chopping a bird, Peter protecting against animal cruelty, but he's talking about cocaine, chopping a bird. Come on now.
Break it further down to whatever's gonna earn the math.
Break it further down, whatever is going to earn the math, right? And we're breaking this down right now while he's talking about the drug schemes.
Exchange pounds for dollars and never converted cash.
Exchange pounds. We moving weight, right? We measuring it out. We measuring out those pounds and then we get dollars from it. Versus exchanging British pounds for dollars, but we never convert it. We never pay currency conversion fees because there's a different exchange that's going on. Man, that's a flip.
Welcome to the South where they serve in the dirt and grass. The streets ain't safe.
Even that's dope. The dirt and grass, right? They're serving the drugs. They're serving the grass. You can smoke it.
Converted cash. Welcome to the South where they serve in the dirt and grass. The streets ain't safe. I prefer the deserted path.
But even that could go another layer, like serving the dirt and grass. Some will grass on you. They'll snitch on you
too. To the South where they serve in the dirt and grass. The streets ain't safe. I prefer the deserted path. Was walking with my Walkman one day when I...
Dirt and grass, deserted path. This whole time, he's got that nice multi he's punching in with.
Heard a blast, loud enough to shatter the earth in the thirds like gas. Hard ass, and my legs got to turning fast. Straight past the victim, he hobbling, hurting bad. Heard way back he slick, tried to take half a brick. They say payback's a bitch, and I guess he incurred a tab.
Man.
While they was mastering
payback's a bitch, I guess he incurred a tab. That's why he got hit up.
Like they learning jazz. I was making sure they refer to my first and last name. Jermaine Cole with Hall of Fame flows. From Kane.
Name Jermaine Cole with Hall of Fame flows. Like right there when he just gets a little bit more. Jermaine Cole, fame flows. He turns into like a drummer, right? Like a percussion pattern delivery, and he lets himself just fall just a little bit behind the beat there. I love this pocket that he finds. It's like so natural too.
First and last name, Jermaine Cole. cold with Hall of Fame flows. From Kane Road with Kane sold on a dang low. Do anything for bankroll that you can't fold. But riding through the block as detectives in plain clothes, which likely means soon you'll be singing familiar tunes in interrogation room.
Right, those undercover police officers, they gonna get you. And now you're singing a tune because you'll be snitching.
Plain clothes, which likely means soon you'll be singing familiar tunes in interrogation rooms, getting questioned by Zane Lowe.
Who the fuck is you?
Zane Lowe, known for his deep dive interviews and questions. Come on now.
Interrogation rooms, getting questioned by Zane Lowe.
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck? Yeah, you know who put the city on. Came back through Rogo, they Peter show I'm really on.
Hey.
Bitch, I died trying, I had 50 on. Bitches ringing out my phone like, is you really home? I stay out the way since I done seen a million. 5% tense, and plus I got this hoodie on. I had to humble up, stop moving with that jury on. You hear that baritone, this shit get deep as Gibby on. I'm a sidewalk, nigga, I'ma stay there. I leave the streets for the ones that wanna play there. I done leveled up so shawty wanna date chair. Left my kids in her mouth like a daycare. I'm the Carolina now with no Shakespeare. All that cap you let them niggas rap is over with. The real is back, you feel a way, you gotta cope with it. The veil put a nigga 6 feet like that when COVID hit. Okay, these niggas ain't talking about shit. No diamonds on my neck, no rollie on my wrist. 2-6, I done learned a little bit. I learned the hardest nigga, he can always get hit. Out the jungle, I done fucked around and got rich. $0 in my pocket, bitch, I'm not a lick. I'd rather that than gotta walk around with sticks. Cause I learned the hardest nigga, he can always get hit. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck?
Yo, this switch up, this is like some Trillville, some 3-6 Mafia type of just South vibes, man. Like Memphis bounce to it. I like this. Just that very dramatic, just synth hit, man.
Since I done seen a million, 5%.
And just the bass run underneath.
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the
Hey.
fuck? Yeah, you know who put the city on. Came back through Rogo.
Yeah, you know who put the city on. Like right there, that little city on, just going faster. That's a little bit of like a West Coast scheme. They like to do that out west, man.
Show I'm really on.
Really on? Yeah.
Get rich or die trying, I had 50 on. Bitches ringing out my phone like, is you really home?
Bitches bringing out my phone like, is you really home? Like right there, ringing out. When he just goes a little bit faster, kind of like triplets it. Yeah, that's West Coast flows.
I stay out the way since I done seen a million. 5% tense, and plus I got this hoodie on. I had to humble.
5% tint, so you can't really see me when I'm driving. Plus, I got the hoodie. I keep a low-key vibe, not trying to get in trouble. That's why he stays on the sidewalk. He's got that bar coming up, too. Like a smooth flip, like walk on the sidewalk, don't walk in the streets versus don't live that street lifestyle.
Stop moving with that jury on. You hear that baritone, this shit get deep as Gibby on. I'm a sidewalk, nigga, I'ma stay there.
You hear that baritone shit get deep as Giveon? Smooth little reference to Giveon, man. He's got that nice baritone voice too.
See that baritone, this shit get deep as Giveon. I'm a sidewalk, nigga, I'ma stay there. I leave the streets for the ones that wanna play there.
Hey.
I done leveled up so shawty wanna date chair. Left my kids in her mouth like a daycare. I'm the Carolina now.
Left my kids in her mouth like a daycare. Like I said, I've heard that bar before. It's still dope.
Left my kids in her mouth like a daycare. I'm the Carolina now with no Shakespeare. All that cap you let them niggas rap is over with. The real is back, you feel a way, you gotta cope with it. The
real is back, you feel a way, you better cope with it. Like right there, I just love this little flow switch too, man.
I done leveled up so shawty wanna date chair. Left my kids in her mouth like a
daycare. So he holds that out. Daycare. So after coming out of that, that's when he gets more pepper with the delivery. Right here, this flow pattern.
I'm the Carolina now with no Shakespeare. All that cap you let them niggas rap is over with. The real is back, you feel a way, you gotta cope with it. The veil put a nigga 6 feet like that when COVID hit. Okay, these niggas.
Put him 6 feet like back when COVID hit. You know, social distancing. Keep your distance 6 feet versus putting you 6 feet deep in the ground.
This ain't talking about shit. No diamonds on my neck, no rollie on my wrist.
Hey.
2-6, I done learned a little bit. I learned the hardest nigga, he can always get hit. Out the jungle, I done fucked around and got rich. $0 in my pocket, bitch, I'm not a lick. I'd rather that.
$0 in my pocket, I'm not a lick. I'm not a mark. You ain't hitting me up, right? This again, him explaining. And remember what he said, you know, don't think because he's not flexing, he's still bougie. He's not being humble. he's being smart.
Then gotta walk around with sticks, cause I love the hardest nigga. He can always get. Who the fuck is you?
I just love the way that hits, and then it all drops and hits again.
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you?
Yeah, this production is sauce.
Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Who the fuck is you? 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 Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga.
Ooh. Yeah, for me, his best verses, just in terms of raps, in terms of bars, that's more like a single to me. That should be dropped as a single cut. I really like Cole heating up, cooking on that one.
Get the fuck up out my face with what you talking about. I got too much on my plate, and I know you can't relate. They show love, but it be fake. Fuck you talking about. Shit be covering up that hate. I know how to spot a snake. Niggas tote that drum and bass. Fuck you talking about. So you better know your place. Stay inside, cause it ain't safe. Bitch, I'm outside with the eights. Fuck you talking about.
Fuck you talking about. Like, again, that just little, like, just sped up right there on the percussive hit. That sort of West Coast vibe that I get. Hey now, say now.
Know your place.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Like, just that little kind of like repeat a similar just like phrase and like punch that in for the hook.
Stay inside cause it ain't safe. Bitch,
Cole piano on this.
I'm outside with the eights. Fuck you talking about. Yeah. You hear my words but got no clue about who I really am. From shark infested waters. Phrases like that make me sound harder and more ruthless, but the truth is that I merely swam. Out the stolo, semis blam, willy-nilly over kilograms. Niggas selling rock like Stilly Dan. While the world spins like whirlwinds, out of control. How does the soul find a thorough cleanse when all of this cold water that flows has for sure been contaminated with sin? Planted in the latest of trends, stranded in this land of the antiquated ways of the men, standing in a state of revenge.
Stranded in this land of the antiquated ways that I'm in. Just phrasing like that, man. Cole on a metaphysical level.
In a way to defend reputations because the names are actually greater than them. Life is a trip, you can't predict the random way that it ends. Bullets travel straight through the skin like gamma rays in the wind. My greatest of wins came when I annotated my gems. The shit I write so far, I got my hand afraid of my pen. Get the fuck up out my face with what you talking about. I got too.
Maybe people are liking like the laid back Cole delivery. I think he's showcasing just different styles from himself in terms of how he chooses to attack the microphone. But like, you can't take away from the rapping though.
Faces like that make me sound harder and more yeah. You hear my words but got no clue about who I really am. From shark infested waters. Phrases like that make me sound harder and more ruthless, but the truth is that I merely swam out the stolo.
Really am. I merely swam. More ruthless, but the truth is, like, again, you know how I talk about like ping pong in the internal, and back out to those external schemes. Like, he's so good at holding these patterns all the way through. If I can hold my voice, man, I'm getting tired of these Cole breakdowns, but I'm loving it.
Faces like that make me sound harder and more ruthless, but the truth is that I merely swam out the stolo, semis blam, willy-nilly over kilograms. Niggas selling rock like Stilly Dan.
Selling rock, right? Selling drugs versus Steely Dan. Rock group, come on.
Blam, willy-nilly over kilograms. Niggas selling rock like Stilly Dan. While the world spins like whirlwinds, out of control. How does the soul find a thorough cleanse when all of this cold water that flows has for sure been contaminated with sin?
How does the soul find a thorough cleanse when all this water, this cold water, has been contaminated with sin? I just love some of these lines. And for me, again, it's the raw vulnerability of Cole. When he talks about being in shark-infested waters and being from this area, makes me sound harder than I really am. And again, just that, you know how I talked about that courage to kind of step up and go, yeah, I understand. I'm from a lane that is survival of the fittest. I'm from a survivalist lifestyle where if you show weakness, that could end up getting you 6 feet under. And yet here's Cole admitting to his own weaknesses, willing to show vulnerability. And I think there's a reason for that. That vulnerability, because he's trying to affect change. He's trying to inspire others to step up and go, it's okay to be like this. It's okay to seek peace. I love it.
Stilly Dan. While the world spins like whirlwinds, out of control. How does the soul find a thorough cleanse when all of this cold water that flows has for sure been contaminated with sin? Planted in the latest of trends, stranded in this land of the antiquated ways of the men. Standing.
This sin planted in the latest of trends. He's been critiquing the industry. He's been firing some shots at artists moving with trends, artists portraying images not being true to themselves, and I think that's coming and bubbling above the surface here yet again.
In a state of revenge, seeking a way to defend reputations because the names are actually greater than them.
Hang on.
In the latest of trends, stranded in this land of the antiquated ways of the men, standing in a state of revenge, seeking a way to defend reputation.
State of revenge, way to defend. It's so dope, man.
The antiquated ways of the men, standing in a state of revenge, seeking a way to defend reputations because the names are actually greater than them.
Seeking to defend reputations because the names are actually greater than them. That's deep, man. Like for me, why are they seeking to defend reputations? Because they've built this name. They've built this brand. So now they're diving in to the trends. Now they're diving into the hype, to the polarization, to the conflict. But really, those reputations are greater than they are. Notice that last line, greater than them. To be great men in Cole's eyes, it's not about seeking that conflict. It's not about diving in, muddying the waters further. It's about trying to find true peace, trying to find a true cleanse, true healing.
In the latest of trends, stranded in this land of the antiquated ways of the men, standing in a state of revenge, seeking a way to defend reputations.
And that's why those seek revenge, because revenge is actually the easy path. Forgiveness is so much harder.
Because the names are actually greater than them. Life is a trip you can't.
And that's why the names are greater, because they're defending and seeking revenge, but they're not trying to find true greatness.
Dick the random way that it ends. Bullets travel straight through the skin like gamma rays in the wind. My greatest of wins came when I annotated my gems. The shit I write so far, I got my hand afraid of my pen.
I love those lines.
Fuck up out my face with what
my greatest wins came when I annotated, when I really got deep in my bars, and I'm explaining it to you.
I got too much on my plate, and I know you can't relate. They show love, but it be fake. Fuck you talking about. Shit be covering up that hate. I know how to spot a snake. Niggas tote that drum and bass. Fuck you talking about. So you better know.
Oh, that drum and bass. This is not a drum and bass track. That's a smooth flip off of the genre drum and bass versus, obviously, they got that drum and that bass that goes boom, firing with the gunplay.
Know your place, stay inside cause it ain't safe. Bitch, I'm outside with the apes. Fuck you talking about. Tell me what sense do it make? Coming back when you escape, quiet as kept. I feel the vibe of the whole city, so tired and
what sense do it make coming back when you escaped? Ooh, that's another deeper bar. And this is another theme we're finding on this album. J. Cole returning home, right? And how he finds his home and the conflicts and the situations that he faces. The allies and also the enemies.
Coming back when you escape, quiet as kept. I feel the vibe of the whole city, so tired and stressed from getting fed the steady diet of death. Mothers crying on steps while porch lights shine down on a giant puddle that now forms on the ground and she wept. Family surrounding her, providing their best attempt at consoling her. Prayers and words of faith coming out of the breath. Turning to the Lord's ironic at a time with these young niggas so violent they'll let off at God in the flesh. My mind is a mess, conflicted, cause the energy's wicked. They need to impress at a high while the guidance is less. And while I feel powerless to change up how it is, a part of me is yelling loud as shit, you ain't trying your best. Too busy selling out arenas and flying on jets. Life on cloud 9 and I can't deny it, I guess. I'm living my dream, my life is my childhood wish. The guilt that comes along with that is the size of the rest of the planet. I pray you get to see it across the Atlantic. Tonight I stepped out with my niggas and felt the organic nostalgia that arouses when I'm with the rest of the bandits. Obsessed with talking about the bitches we sexed till we landed in the spot that always used to pop when we was younger. Shook hands with niggas I hadn't seen for several Septembers. Gave hugs to women I only vaguely remember. The way their fingers caressing my back was giving me signals like you may enter. Liquor informing my agenda, straight and narrow for a while, but tonight I'm on a bender and my retina antennas are scanning the club intently for the girl I wanted bad and almost had before the Bentley. But evidently, when you're the greatest rapper of the century, you'll get another shot. The club was starting to get too hot, so I stepped outside for a breather. That very moment I seen her, she had the glow of Aaliyah while I control my demeanor and said, "Oh, damn, what's good?"
Rest in peace to Aaliyah, man. Let's bring it back and just break some of this down. I mean, Cole is rapping.
Tell me what sense do it make coming back when you escape, quiet.
I just get like his illustrations and his storytelling ability and the way that he paints pictures. I get such Nas vibes from that. And it makes so much sense why Cole wrote Let Nas Down and why he looks up to Nas. You can hear the influences.
At a death, mothers crying on steps while portions So let's do it, mate. Coming back when you escape. Quiet is kept. I feel the vibe of the whole city. So tired and stressed from getting fed the steady diet of death.
Quiet and stressed. Diet of death. Again with the multis. But getting fed a steady diet of death. I mean, that's a hell of an illustration, man.
Crying on steps while porch lights shine down on a giant puddle that now forms on the ground as she wept.
Giant puddle that forms on the ground as she wept while the porch lights shine down. Again, just that illustration. Like he's a great author at the same time as being a great MC.
Family surrounding her, providing their best attempt at consoling her. Prayers and words of faith coming out of their breath. Turning to the Lord's ironic at a time with these young niggas so violent they'll let off at God in the flesh. My mind is
they're so violent they'd even kill Jesus. They'd even let off at God in the flesh.
Ironic at a time with these young niggas so violent they'll let off at God in the flesh.
Man.
My mind is a mess, conflicted, cause the energy's wicked. They need to impress at a high while their guidance is less. And while I feel powerless to change up how it is, a part of me is yelling loud.
I love this slower, kind of marinated flow, but he's still, because he's got the multi-syllable rhyme schemes and he keeps dotting the internals and externals, like, it's still very nice MCing at the same time. The way he's just guiding through this one.
The guidance is less. And while I feel powerless to change up how it is, a part of me is yelling loud as shit, you ain't trying your best. Too busy selling out arenas and flying on jets. Life on cloud 9 and I can't deny it, I guess. I'm living my dream, my life is my childhood wish. The guilt that comes along with that is the size of the rest of the planet. I pray you get to see it across the Atlantic.
The guilt that comes is the size of the rest of the planet. And here's what he's talking about. You know how I mentioned survivor's guilt before in my breakdown? And this is it. J. Cole escaped. J. Cole got out. And then he comes back and he continues to see the violence. And he paints pictures of the violence. And it seems like nothing's changed. But also, I love just this journey of self-discovery, of going, have I done enough? What can I do with my platform? What can I do with my status now to try to change things, to try to set an example, to try to alter the course of where they're going? And you know how I talked about a little bit earlier in the breakdown and on previous tracks too, how he's not afraid to show his vulnerability. He's painting you a picture of the violence, but also he's telling it like it is. Like for me, it's not a glorification of the violence, right? This is the reality that he faces. This is what some people are going to be exposed to that they've never had to experience themselves, that they've never heard of. So he's shedding a light and he's giving a voice to the voiceless. But at the same time, through not glorifying it, through also showing, hey, I kept my head down. I kept it low key. I'm still alive. I pursued my passion. I pursued my dream. I did make it out. I was lucky. But that's also trying to use his platform to serve as a message and an inspiration to youth in Fayetteville who might be listening, to youth in the cities everywhere who might be listening to this, who need that message, who need that role model, who need that figure to step up and to speak like this. Instead of just glorifying the violence, instead of just glorifying the gangsterism. Like, it's a very, very conscious Cole that we're getting throughout this album.
On with that is the size of the rest of the planet. I pray you get to see it across the Atlantic. Tonight I stepped out with my niggas and felt the organic nostalgia that arouses when I'm with the rest of the bandits. Obsessed with talking about the bitches we sexed till we landed in the spot that always used to pop when we was younger. Shook hands with niggas I hadn't seen for several Septembers. Gave hugs to women I only vaguely remember. The way their fingers caressing my back was giving me signals like you may enter. Liquor informing my agenda, straight and narrow.
So switch up here. I hear Cole going la la la, just doing the harmonies
for a while, but tonight I'm on a bender. May enter. Liquor informing my agenda, straight and narrow for a while, but tonight I'm on a bender.
I love how he plays off of like being on the straight and narrow path, and then when you drink too much and you consecutive days it, you go on a bender with the liquor. So liquor is now informing his agenda. It's affecting his thoughts and his decision making.
My retina antennas are scanning the club intently for the girl I wanted bad and almost had before the Bentley.
Antennas intently, just the way that he just wordsmiths that.
But evidently, when you're the greatest rapper of the century, you'll get another shot. The club was starting to get too hot. So
when you're the greatest rapper of the century. Remember, this is Cole coming back to Fayetteville at 29. This is him talking his shit still.
When you're the greatest rapper of the century, you'll get another shot. The club was starting to get too hot. So I stepped outside for a breather. That very moment I seen her, she had the glow of Aaliyah while I control my demeanor and said, damn, what's good? How you been? Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, 1 second, bro. 1 second, I got you. Nah, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. I was wondering too, like, I ain't know if I was gonna see you here or what. Yo, 1 second, bro, I got you. I'm just talking to her right now. Hell yeah. You gonna be here for a minute? Alright. Get the fuck up out my face with what you talking about.
Hang on. That was an interesting interaction because
Damn.
Oh shit, that's Cole. Let me holler at you, right? And then Cole says 1 second. Then the person doesn't even want to give him time. Can see that he's trying to hit on this girl. But for me, it's that last line. That last line. And it's off to the side of the mix again. I love the way that this is mixed. Like, it makes us feel like we're right there in the moment, too. Because it's just coming out of one eardrum off to the side.
What's good? How you been? Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, 1 second, bro. 1 second. I got you. Nah, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
And I love the way that this is mixed, too. Because, like, it helps to guide the listener that his conversation is not going towards him. His conversation is going towards her. He's much more cleaner in the mix. He sits over top of it. Whereas this is muddier. This is more raw in the mix and kind of off to the side. Because for me, it just represents that vocal dynamic, like two different conversations that are happening, even though there's similar words being said. And then he kind of turns, breaks that wall, addresses him. That's not where his thoughts are going right now.
I was wondering, too, like, I ain't know if I was going to see you here or what. Yo, 1 second, bro. I got you. I'm just talking.
It won't take but a second. And he says, yo, 1 second, I got you. And they say second at the same time. There's some clever just writing and setup of that, saying similar words, even though, again, we're having different conversations.
Like, I ain't know if I was going to see you here or what. Yo, 1 second, bro. I got you.
Right there.
I'm just talking to her right now. Hell yeah. You gonna be?
We'll see about that. All right. We'll see about that. That has, like, just some sinister foreshadowing for me.
Here for a minute? All right. Get the fuck up out my face with what you talking about. I got too much on my plate, and I know you can't relate. They show love, but it be fake. Fuck you talking about.
They show love, but it be fake. What you talking about? And then he gets back to the hook for a reason.
Should be covering up that hate. I know how to spot a snake. Niggas tote that drum and bass. Fuck you talking about. So you better know your place. Stay inside, cause it ain't safe. Bitch, I'm outside with the apes. Fuck you talking about.
Hey.
But tell me what sense do it make? Coming back when you escape.
Those don't sound like positive footsteps. Oh. Uh-huh. Remember I said that sort of sinister foreshadowing? You hear him walk to the trunk. And when you pop the trunk, it's time to get out. And then he loads up. Yeah. I tell you what, man, Cole is really in his concept and storytelling bag on this first disc. I am enjoying the dives that Cole has given us and just the worlds that he is letting us be a part of. It's a different vibe. Getting a little bit of country from this.
Will I make it home? Will I make it home? Only God knows. Only God knows.
Even that, will I make it home? Only God knows. Like, I don't know, it's just got a little bit of that sort of country twang to it.
Only God knows.
Inside of the club on the wall, she was right there beside me. Couldn't tell there was danger around me, damn she blind me. Please watch your step, I heard from a concerned gentleman. He was about my age with a face that displayed it was genuine. Be safe, he said, her niggas are loud in the hallway. By the bathroom door, they was plotting on you and your compadres. So I sobered up quick with a heightened sense of fear me. What the fuck you doing in the field with no security? Yeah, your city like you, but trust that don't mean anything. Somebody gon' hate you for what it could be anything. The way that you walk, you talk, the way that you rap, you know. The way that you put on the veil, but you barely come back no more. My radar is up, I know this is do with his hat reload. The vibe is negative, I'm telling shorty we got it going. At that same moment I sweated the lights came on. The DJ was yelling some shit on the microphone. He said, you ain't gotta go home. Ain't gotta go, but you gotta get the fuck out of here.
What a unique sounding track from Cole. And I love how drum and bass leads into this story, right? Because we're still at the club and we're carrying on the foreshadowing that we heard previously, right? As we ended and left us on a cliffhanger with drum and bass. And for me, not only is Cole doing a dope job storytelling, which we have established he's very, very good at and very excelled at, he's doing it in this very unique melodic rap delivery, almost like a Bone Thugs and Harmony way of getting this across, man.
By the bathroom door, they was plotting on you and your blind me. Please ride out of the club.
Only God knows.
Inside of the club on the wall, she was right there beside me. Couldn't.
Inside of the club on the wall, she was right there beside me. I love right there how there's some of just those like faster patterns, but it's still singing. It's still like just a higher scheme from him.
There was danger around me, damn she blind me. Please watch your step, I heard from a concerned gentleman. He was about me.
Please watch your step, I heard from a concerned gentleman. And right there when he goes faster on gentleman, again, yeah, I'm getting those Bone Thugs vibes, man. How they would just like pattern some of those faster flows, but it would still be in the melodic singing delivery.
My age with a face that displayed it was genuine. Be safe, he said. Her niggas talking loud in the hallway. By the bathroom door, they was plotting on you and your compadres. So I saw.
So they were plotting on you and your compadres by the bathroom door. So someone is coming up to Cole, letting him know, right? And we all know it was the dude that approached Cole earlier in that conversation that we played on Drum and Bass.
Quick with a heightened sense of fear me. What the fuck you doing in the field with no security? Your city like you, but trust that don't mean anything.
Man, that realization is cold though, isn't it? Because like you're just going home. So for Cole, for him, it's like, I'm coming to where I grew up. But obviously, he's having just that moment when he realizes he slipped up. He made a mistake. Because now, because of his celebrity, because of his status, he's put a bigger target on his back. Someone who's tried to stay low key, who's tried to stay out of the spotlight at home in a sense, now has a huge target on him.
Sense of fear me. What the fuck you doing in the field with no security? Your city like you, but trust that don't mean anything. Somebody gon'
They'll say they love you, but just that don't mean anything. Like right there when he goes like even faster with that flow and that delivery and that switch up, man.
Door, they was plotting on you and your compadres. So I sobered up quick with a heightened sense of fear me. What the fuck you doing in the field with no security? Your city like you, but trust that don't mean anything. Somebody gon' hate you for what it could be anything. The way that you walk, you talk, the way that you rap.
Yeah, it's like, it's the chopper flow, man. It's that chopper spitter flow. And I think it just sounds so good when you combine that, not with like an aggressive rap delivery, you combine that with a singing delivery. Oh, it just hits different. It's just a unique dynamic.
You know the way that you put on the bill, but you barely come back no more. My radar is up, I know this is due with his hat reload. The vibe is negative, I'm telling Shorty we got to go. And at that same moment, I sweated the lights came on.
I'm telling Shorty we got to go because she blinded me. Like he's still on this girl. And he even set it up too when he talks about, you know, previous track, looking in his rear view. And he rhymed back twice because he's looking backwards at the one that got away. And this is the one that got away. And here he is just trying to chase this sort of storyline and focus on this. But really, there's this side quest going on that's taken away from that. And for me, it's a greater personification of just that duality and that paradox that he walks when he comes back home.
I'm telling Shorty we got to go. And at that same moment, I sweated the lights came on. The DJ was yelling some shit on the microphone. He said, I ain't gotta go.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here. Man, I've heard that so many times, right? At the club, it's like 3, 4, 5 in the morning when the club's shutting down, the lights come on. It's like, hey, if you want to keep partying, you keep going. You don't have to go home, but you got to get out here. Yo! All right, you guys corrected me because I heard this on 2-6 when I did my 2-6 breakdown. I thought it was a part of 2-6. So it's a part of this song, The Let Out. Will we survive the let out? Getting out the club. Oh, come on, man. I love these stack harmonies. And again, a J. Cole track that's very guitar driven. I love that. Just completely different vibes all around.
She got the type of thing you can't even find no more. They play the type of games I don't be around no more. I see some niggas that time bandanas on their face. Pop in the trunk, that's where the hammer's always late. I'm trying to find a way to get to the parking spot.
There he goes. Pop in the trunk, that's where the hammer's always lay. And we heard the trunk pop on Drum and Bass.
Pop in the trunk, that's where the hammer's always lay. I'm trying to find a way to get to the parking spot. Feel like a mile away, I gotta get off the block. Shorty done stopped and put her hands around my waist and told me I want you.
Oh.
Yes. It happened to me, my nigga. Please believe me when I tell you.
I love, again, just this contrast. Like, she's almost like oblivious to this danger developing. And then you hear this guitar, which is almost like a love-making electric guitar, right? But also, this guitar can just add a little bit of anxiety to it as well, depending on your viewpoint and how you're taking it as you listen to it. There's like this smoothness, but this edge at the same time. That's like in conflict.
Proceed with caution, thinking they stalking your moves. Pistols be sparking, leaving your thoughts on your shoes. Outside of the club.
Pistols be sparking, living your thoughts on your shoes. That's so Bone Thugs. That's so Bone Thugs to me, man. And he paid homage to Bone Thugs and Harmony earlier. Your moves, like even that when he went higher on moves, yeah, it's just got that vibe. And obviously your thoughts on your shoes, because they'll hit you in your head and your brain can be leaking out.
Outside of the club, paranoid with keys in my hand. Heard the shots ring out for survival. Instincts we ran.
Man. Ooh. Isn't it funny because on the intro, the shots were so pronounced and they jarred you, but here, the more in the background, the more just down in the mix, and he's still smoothing it out. Because it's such a situation of high danger and high alert and adrenaline pumping, but the music is so contrasting with that. Yeah, I love the experimentation of this one.
In a hood near you, there's a late night gathering of souls in the parking lot shortly after the club closed, cause niggas don't wanna go home.
Yeah.
But it won't be long for somebody start wilding, shots start firing,
yeah.
Good times turn violent, and they let out.
And that's why when you leave, you don't linger. You get the fuck out.
Let out.
It's a nice stack here.
Will we survive the let out? Will we survive the let out?
Wow. The storytelling, the connecting from the previous track into this situation and moment. Like, and for me, this is one of J. Cole's most artistic tracks. This is really showing off his growth as an artist and his artistry here. And like I talked about, just the different contrasts and musical dynamics happening on top of the storytelling that he's given you. Ooh. There's a lot of good cuts from this first disc. That might be my favorite.
Lock it down, make time for you. Chocolate brown, what sign are you? I don't know, but I got a feeling it can't be stopped. Hugged up with you in the parking lot. Outside the whip, my shit on rock. Lips so soft with the strawberry gloss. You make a nigga fall like a Marbury cross. Late night calls, I got calls to cut off my bras for you. Great white shark.
Make him fall like a Marbury cross. Shout out to Stephon Marbury. That crossover, oh, that would break some ankles. That's a bar and a half right there.
Cross, late night calls, I got calls to cut off my bras for you. Great white shark, just like Jaws. I rock the boat for you.
Hey.
I got high hopes for you.
Late night calls, I got calls to cut off my bras for you. Great white shark, just like Jaws. Da-da-da-da. Man, that little just pattern right there. That was nice.
Great white shark, just like Jaws. I rock the boat for you. I got high hopes for you.
I rock the boat. I'll switch it up for you. I'm not afraid. Versus Jaws, literally rocking the boat. Smooth bars on that while he's singing again.
Great white shark, just like Jaws. I rock.
Great white shark, just like there's just like a higher harmony that's just stacked off to the side right now. And his main is more like that kind of laid back, you know, rapping delivery that he's been maintaining, just a little bit more melodic. But instead of the last one that we just broke down, when his main was higher and his main was a lot more melodic, this time he's using the melodies in the doubles, in the stacks on the mix.
The boat for you. I got high hopes for you. I got high hopes for you.
Bitch, I'm a star, but I never shine. Built the tallest wall, come and see behind. Palms in the field, violent all the times. When the smoke clears, you is who I find. Let's run away.
Okay.
Let's run away. Let's run away.
Oh, you try to sing like that.
Heard somebody say they on top now. I pull up to see if you there. I've been counting up M's in the background. Still moving low key, I'm rare. I remember the spot you met me. I pull up to see if you there. I was hoping you ain't forget me. Forget me. Yeah, damn, she got it. Damn, yeah.
Oh.
Cash is not something.
All right, we switching up. But I tell you what, built the walls up, bombs in the Ville, because it's a war zone where I'm from. But it also, I can't help but think, I wonder if there's like some parallels there to like Gaza and bombs in Gaza and walls being built up to separate.
Damn, yeah. Cash is not something I do.
But also building walls to protect himself. But he's talking about switching up because he's finally met the one. So his walls that he metaphorically built, he might have to break down. And I feel like this is also a continuation of the girl that he saw at the club, because he talks about the parking lot and kissing her, right? And he talks about chasing the one. And I wonder if this is the one who does become his one. Because he doesn't talk about his family often, but sometimes he does.
Had to match the praise cause I was too damn. She got it. Damn. Yeah. Fucked up in her head, I felt confused. Damn. She got it. Damn. Yeah.
Just please don't go grippy on us, Cole.
Glad I ran back into you. I was scared you found somebody new.
That I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. I wanna yeah. That's a sample.
I was scared you found some.
Yeah, I recognize that percussion line. Oh, hang on. I muted it. What am I doing? Keep it running. Yeah, ran off and had a child or two. So this is his wife. This is his one.
Time's not slowing down. I need you around. I need you around.
Got a little bit of like the retro, spacier club vibes from me, the aesthetic to it, atmospheric, moody.
Fuck with your nigga, I'm going through things. Gray hairs on my head mean I know a few things.
Hey.
I bought an iPhone that travels through time. FaceTime and got younger me on the line. Soon as he saw me, he just started crying. I told him relax, everything gon' be fine. He wiped off his face, said he trying to be strong, but some days he feel like he doing it wrong. I told him hold on and passed off my phone to my oldest son and my youngest one. Said I want you to look them straight in their face. Do that look like you been making mistakes. Fame is a drug you was chosen to take. Unfortunately can't be sober and great. You're just like a flower the world wanna hold. They sniff on your petals until you get old and then they dispose. A new flower grows, can't take it personal, know that just how it go. Soon you gon' notice your high coming down, and that's the point that I call you from now. This is the fall off, I'm falling off how the rappers do when they can't find a new sound. Missing the day they was hot all year round, but life is a film that cannot be rewound.
Hey.
Life is a film that cannot be rewound.
Love that reference to the fall off.
Life is a film that cannot be rewound.
Ooh. That was a nice message towards the end. I'm not going to lie, like this was kind of spacing out and I was like, okay, I like J. Cole continuing to experiment, but I just wasn't feeling this one as much. This might have been the first miscut for me, but then he comes through with just this verse. spacier retro synth here.
I'm going through things. Gray hairs on my head mean I know a few things.
Gray hairs on my head mean I know a few things. Like, remember I talked about when you have like this atmospheric, moody kind of sense to it, and then he cuts through with like a faster flow, just a faster style of delivery, and that really sits in contrast to what's happening with the music. You get it again here.
I bought an iPhone that travels through time. FaceTime and got younger me on the line. As soon as he saw me, he just started crying.
That concept of going back in time that we had on disc 2, track 2. Here you get it again here.
Told him relax, everything gonna be fine.
But this time he's broken that barrier and he's talking to his younger self.
His face said he trying to be strong, but some days he feel like he doing it wrong. I told him hold on and passed out my phone to my oldest son, and my youngest one said I want you.
Passed it to my sons, right?
You to look them straight in their face. Do that look like you've been making mistakes?
Does that look like you've been making mistakes? J. Cole doesn't talk about his family a lot. This is important for me, breaking the fourth wall. He talks about his wife. He talks about his sons on this, right? Look at your family. Are you making mistakes here?
Fame is a drug you was chosen to take.
And I wonder, since we're towards the end of this disc, if this is him talking to 29-year-old him, even at this moment, right? When he talks about legacy and talks about the fame being like a drug.
Unfortunately, can't be sober and great. You're just like a flower to mistakes. Fame is a drug you was chosen to take. Unfortunately, can't be sober and great.
Fame was a drug he was chosen to take. Unfortunately, you can't be sober and great. That's an interesting one, because you look at like a lot of like the artists that have fallen to drugs, and a lot of them that have, you know, leaned into that rock star lifestyle and given over to that. And some use it to help boost their creativity, but also like to be famous. I think J. Cole's implying here, like there's this split that he has, right? And he's talked about it before, rapping about it, like being a father, and I relate to this, and taking care of your family and dedicating your time and your energy and your focus towards that, versus being the greatest artist of all time and being completely and fully dedicated day in and day out to that, and trying to walk and juggle both paths. And I think this is where the fall off comes for Cole, because he realized that he prioritized his family first. And that's okay, because that's not a mistake. And that's the love that he has. But can he still be elite? Can he still be one of the best if his time and some of his mind is in a different direction? That's the legacy that he reflects upon, and that's the question that he's exploring and trying to answer himself, I feel like, throughout the Fall Off album.
Look like you've been making mistakes. Fame is a drug you was chosen to take. Unfortunately, can't be sober and great. You're just like a flower the world wanna hold. They sniff on your petals until you get old, and then they dispose. A new flower grows, can't take it.
A new flower grows, and the next one comes up to replace once they're done with you, right? And that's just the entertainment industry. That's the nature of fame.
Person know that just how I go. Soon you gon' notice your high coming down, and that's the point that I call you from now. This is the fall off. I'm falling off how the rappers do when they can't find.
When your high come down, that drug, that high, that buzz, fame being like a drug, but also just elevating and then coming down from it all. Nice wordplay in there.
A new sound, missing the day they was hot all year round, but life is a film that cannot be rewound.
Facts.
Life is a film that cannot be rewound. Life is a film that cannot be rewound.
Yeah, that was an important message for me towards the end. Like I said, I wasn't feeling this one as much, but then it got really critical to the album and just the themes there and the exploration. All right, Cole. J. Cole is really singing throughout this album. I'm here for it.
Listen, I wanna help my favorites to find that spark again, somewhere deep in their hearts again. Man, chasing them is how I made it. I felt this for a while but couldn't frame it. In the proper rhythms, it seems like they stopped just giving a fuck, and I fucking hate it. Cause where you supposed to look on days when you feeling motivated? When all your heroes either disappeared or sound so deflated. The younger generation hella fire, no I won't debate it. But they want what I got right now, and one day they gon' obtain it. Still I find it hard to replicate what I'm longing lately. That childish admiration like back when I had posters hanging. I do my
Cole, I don't want to lean into the drama angle, but I want specific names. I want specific names. What of the greats that you look up to do you feel have gotten complacent? Because the reason I say this is because I know some of the names on J. Cole's list, and I feel like they're not complacent. They're still doing it at a high level. Look at Nas, for instance. Nas and Hit Boy. Man, King's Disease series, Magic series, he's been putting in a body of work. I would even say Eminem, in his later years, is still trying to continue his legacy, still trying to put his best foot forward with his cuts, and still seems to have that passion for hip-hop and that hunger. But I just wonder, who else, Cole? Who we talking about? I did a whole video on J. Cole and Jay-Z and just that interesting dynamic between them. I wouldn't say that it's beef, but I would say that there are differences that I think have become accentuated over time. I'll put that link below if you guys want to check that one out. That little deep dive is very nuanced, but enjoyed making that. But anyways, back to this.
What I got right now, and one day they gonna obtain it. Still I find it hard to replicate what I'm longing lately. That childish admiration, like back when I had posters hanging. I do my best with this verse, but shit, maybe there's no explaining. Just venting, it's no complaining, but listen to me. For years I felt like an only child with no one to play with. The older kids I watched run up the slides the wrong way or hang upside down from monkey bars while I was looking from afar, just hoping for that future day when I'll be able to do the same shit. And now that day's hit. Mama done let me come outside, but now them slides are vacant. The big boys done skated. They pockets got too grown. For some it seems their love is gone, and now they pass the time with expensive glasses of wine at locations with the finest accommodations. And I ain't hating, just more so thinking about complacence.
Isn't that interesting how he uses that sort of illustrative metaphor in that symbolism? Like being a kid, feeling like an only child, being at the playground, looking at the older kids, thinking, I want to do that one day. And that's how he looks on the rap game. And I want to be that legend one day. And I want to be there. And then he uses the metaphor of those kids growing up and, you know, moving on and getting money into adulthood for the same as the careers of these artists that he's looked up to. They've gotten the bag now. They're happy. They're financially secure and successful. And they're living a luxurious lifestyle.
The finest accommodations. And I ain't hating, just more so thinking about complacence and the realization that one day that's what my...
There it is, just more so thinking about complacence and the realization. It was implied before, and now he comes out and he says it directly.
Fate is, their greatest hits fill up my playlist, not so much their latest. And I fucking hate it. For self...
Oh, that's a line.
At locations with the finest accommodations. And I ain't hating, just more so thinking about complacence and the realization that one day that's what my fate is. Their greatest hits fill up my playlist, not so much their latest.
Their greatest hits fill up my playlist, not so much their latest hits. What's he implying there? That they've kind of lost that hunger, that they've lost that. And he also has that reference to his own legacy, because that's a consistent theme throughout this album so far, being the fall off, as he reflects on his legacy. And he's looking at his future. And the whole reason why he calls it the fall off is because it's almost like it's a preemptive strike. Like, I feel like Cole's still at his prime, but he sees him falling off his prime. He sees him declining and losing that hunger, and he's predicting that and almost projecting that upon himself, because he's watched it happen to the other greats. Really interesting theme on this.
And I ain't hating, just more so thinking about complacence and the realization that one day that's what my fate is. Their greatest hits fill up my playlist, not so much their latest. And I fucking hate it. For selfish reasons, I think I could help them reignite the flame and fall in love with this again. They could trust in young Jermaine. We do our drills, we shake the rust, we blow the dust off of the pain and go shake up the game. And maybe then I'd have someone I wanna be again. But even as I write that thought, I don't believe it, dang. Cause maybe it wasn't even them, it's really me that changed. Maybe it wasn't even them, it's really me that changed. Shit. I never understood.
Oh, he did it to me again. He did it to me again. He starts leading you one direction, but then he just has that one singular line that kind of closes the loop. Like he did on the Common song, Still Love Her, right? Like he did about hip hop. And for me, that sort of realization, that maturization moment when he brings it around full circle, and here it is right here, right? I don't really listen to their latest stuff. I don't listen to the OGs anymore. But maybe it's not them that has changed, because maybe they're still putting out what they've always done. Maybe it's just me and my taste and how I view music and kind of where I am at this moment in time. But also, like, listen, if you want to play devil's advocate, you can still say there's also slightly a diss there, because you could say, like, they haven't changed. Like, they haven't changed their sound and adapted with the times, but I have.
Change. I never understood the phrase it's lonely at the top, until I scaled that mountain all the way up till it stopped. And if you're ever blessed enough to make it to this spot, you'll see the ones you looked up to unfortunately had to drop. I never understood the phrase it's lonely at the top, until I scaled that mountain all the way up till it stopped. And if you're ever blessed enough to make it to this spot, you'll see the ones you looked up to unfortunately had to drop.
The ones you looked up to, unfortunately, had to drop. They're not dropping songs, they're dropping from their place. That's why it's called Lonely at the Top. Interesting dynamic and play on this. I got more thoughts, but let's let it run. Wow. And just have that bounce echo as it just fades out. What a way to end disc 1. And I'll tell you what's interesting is obviously trying to break this down. Sometimes it's hard to look at which perspective Cole is speaking from. Is he speaking from current Cole perspective, or is he speaking from 29-year-old Cole perspective, as this disc is titled, you know, incorporating his return to Fayetteville when he was 29? Because I think whichever lens it is leads to a different dynamic of that. If it's a 29-year-old Cole reflecting on this, then you can still see like he's still feeling like he's really in his prime. He's still probably filled with that confidence, right? That sort of almost cockiness as well, which you have to have in order to get to the top, to speak in such a candid way. Or is this more of a reflective, meditative Cole who's just really being raw and vulnerable, having no filters like he's known to have, and then he put out tracks like this, and you kind of go, Cole, who are you like low-key dissing here? Who are you like low-key talking about? But also for Cole, his intention isn't to diss. And this is why people will go, well, Cole's passive-aggressive. And this is why, you know, critics of Cole will take tracks like this, and this is a great example, I think. But for me, I tend to lean more in the lane of Cole just being unapologetically Cole and just telling things the way that they are. Because there are plenty of OGs, there are plenty of legends in the game who have come, who have gotten complacent, who just for whatever reason seem to have lost that spark, have lost that rawness, that sound that made them successful initially and never really adapted with the times. And I think you get just a Cole who's just being honest with that. And also honest with himself too, because he's also looking at them going, well, I know where I'm going to end up eventually one day, and I know what my fate is going to be. But when does that come? Yeah, the more I think about it, the more it's like a really interesting, almost unanswered conclusion from Cole. Like, yeah, like if we just ended on this, man, I feel like, oh, you pushed us right over the cliff edge. But we know that there's a diss too. So actually, it's kind of a perfect setup, leading us into diss 2.